Hello, welcome to episode 4 of Ryuutama se yo, our Ryuutama game here on Twitch. It's been big weeb energy. Exactly, Jess. Gotta get that BWE out there. Hello, friends. I'm very excited for today's show. You will notice that Summer is not with us tonight, unfortunately. She has real life to deal with. I know, right? Like,
I understand she got kidnapped or shanghaied or something like that.
yeah,
Something about being on a boat on water.
yeah. She got kidnapped for a like 2-day cruise that just happened to sit on our show. And I was messaging her about it, and I was like, I'm sure you'll have fun, and I'm sorry that like the show is on Saturday because I know Saturdays are always a tough day for IRL stuff, and she she just said this literally never happens. so
Oh.
so yeah, but the rest of us are here to bring you those good anime feels. Before we get into the game proper, let's do some check-in. Jess, how have you been? What have you been up to? How has your week gone?
TTRPG things, all of them, so many of them. I forget literally. I have no object permanence anymore because I bounce
Yeah.
between so many games. I don't know how you people do it. Yeah. Episode 2 of the Ryuutama game I'm running over on Scrat's channel happened. Was good and spooky. Completely different dynamic from this one. It's interesting.
Got those spooky ghosts.
Yeah, then
Gearing up for
we're
October.
we're chasing some voodoo bullshit in the Vampire the Masquerade game that Lindy is running.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna I'm aiming to get my boy Jim all up in that voodoo stuff to protect him from the plague.
All up in that voodoo. Okay.
That voodoo juju.
That voodoo juju. Gonna go see some voodoo doctors. And that's about it, really. Yeah, just those. And the usual Hakuoki bullshit. We're still dating Soji.
Yeah, that's going.
That's
it's going.
Going as tragically as you'd expect.
Yeah. But you also, I know we've got a big, hot, steaming pile of Hakuoki left to go, but you have another VN that you picked up recently that you were talking about on Discord.
Yep.
I'm super excited about.
Yeah, so immediately following on the heels of samurai bullshit, I decided it would be great to do some ninja bullshit.
Yeah.
So I found a game that I've been eyeballing for quite a while, waiting for it to go on sale a little bit, called Nightshade. It's a VN by a different company. Fantastic art, music is great. A lot of the standard stable voice actors that tend to do VNs, so should be fun. I've never played it before, so it will be a blind playthrough when we do it.
Awesome.
It'll be interesting.
I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
I think my Twitch channel is just now forever going to be Otome Games.
Little Kappa Joe, the Otome channel.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
I mean, it's hard to complain about that. Summer, how have never mind. Jolie.
Oh.
Hi, I'm not Summer, unfortunately, but I'm Joel.
Just as
yeah,
good.
I've been good. I haven't been up to much. I just bought Destiny 2, but I haven't started playing yet because I needed something to do. Because I've been off work for a little while now, and I'm like, what do I do with all my time? So yeah, I bought Destiny 2, but I haven't started playing, and wanting to get into doing some more role-playing streams, hopefully in the next little bit, just because I have so much time off. Yeah, I really want to GM Burning Wheel. I've been wanting to do it for quite a while, but I really want to run a Burning Wheel campaign.
I'm super curious about that game.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to play another game, I'll let you know.
I'll let you know in 2019.
For me, Burning Wheel is one of those games that I want to run, probably, because I'm a forever GM, and I think I've been a forever GM long enough that I prefer GMing to playing at this point, which is really weird. But I don't want to run that game without having played it first, because it's complicated.
There's a lot to it. Burning Wheel is a game where I really want to play it as well. Like I want to do both. But I think I've watched enough actual play of Burning Wheel, and I have the book, and I've read through it a couple times, that I have like a fairly decent, like I've watched probably over 100 hours of like Burning Wheel. I love Burning Wheel, so I really, really want to GM it. I
legit know nothing about it. It just sounds.
Do you know Mouse Guard?
Like kind of.
It's a more complex Mouse Guard.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
they're designed by the same designer.
And I want to use this setting that I've been using for like a home game. That's like this world that has like floating islands and stuff, and there's a bunch of monsters on the ground below. So yeah, I really want to do it, and I'll get around to it.
Floating islands. I just need to find players.
Yeah. And instead of horses, I was like, okay, so people ride birds, so I'm just going to like change the mechanics slightly for the horses and make them birds instead.
Nice.
But yeah, I can't do that. So yeah, just looking for more RPGs. If other people are out there and they are thinking of starting campaigns, I want to play more games. So let me know.
Hell yes, 100%, 1,000% even.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
Wendy, what have you been up to? I saw you've been playing.
5 foot even.
All right, that's our stream. Thanks everybody.
Bye,
I'm
everyone.
out.
No, don't hit end meeting.
Oh, I felt that one.
Yeah, that hurt.
But also a moment of appreciation for how small Indy is.
Yes. Okay, getting back on the rails. I see you've been playing Fallout 4, right?
Yeah, I finished all of The Witcher 3 and its DLCs completely. It's all done, 100%. So
awesome.
I was like, well, we have 1 week left of September before it's spoopy games month for October. So I was like, we'll play some Fallout 4 and swoon over Nick Valentine a little bit. But mostly I've just been doing all the tabletop stuff. Call of Cthulhu, Pulp Cthulhu, Vampire the Masquerade, D&D, more D&D, and D&D, and then
D&D.
So lots of spoop times.
Yeah, lots of fun times. I'm super loving this so far this past 2 weeks of Vampire the Masquerade. It's I haven't died yet as the DM, which is good.
That's good. Yeah.
It's great. I feel confident about it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
She's
and
really
then
good.
But I'm really loving my new Call of Cthulhu season on Encounter Roleplay. I'm just a player, but everyone's super into it. We're all like full costumes, wigs, hats. The crew is super into it. I'm all about it, and we're only on episode 2, and I'm already like terror laughing. So that's a great sign.
Nice. That's great.
I don't handle scary well, but I love Call of Cthulhu, and I'm gonna be torturing myself with video games all next month.
It's a great time of the year to be not into scary things. Yeah. I'm not committing to a full Spooptober, but I am gonna be doing a Halloween stream. Because I did one last year where I played a horror game at night with all the lights off. And so I'm gonna do that again.
Why?
This year.
Why though?
Because it's funny.
The Call of Cthulhu video game comes out October 30th, so you can bet your britches that I'm going to be playing that on the 31st. And I'm going to die from a heart attack because I can't handle scary, but I have to play it because it's Cthulhu in it.
Yeah, I need to check which of the 2 Saturday games is closest to Halloween, because I'm going to have to do a Halloween episode.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Of whatever it is.
I think the only spoopy thing I'll be doing is a thing you're going to be in.
Mm-hmm.
A
Yeah.
little monster of the week, some
Shit.
Japanese high schooler horror bullshit. Because
Looks like-
of course I have a brand to maintain.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the Saturday
Well,
before
technically,
Halloween.
Halloween's on a Wednesday, so it's smack dab in the middle, so you could do
Yeah.
a theme for each one.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Like
Uh,
technically, From Dusk is closer, barely.
The Saturday
But-
beforehand, though, is this
Ryuutama
one.
Seo is
Mm-hmm.
weekends before.
Nice.
So, all right.
Porque no
Well,
las dos.
oh god. All right. Yeah. So it's gonna be a good spooky month. I'm excited. I'm excited that so many people
Yay.
are just like full on committing to it and are like
I'm scare-sighted.
spooping everything. Cause I like I'm not the hugest fan of horror games. I don't like horror movies. For sure. Like, the only horror movies I like are super campy ones that I watch with friends, and then we go, like, why are you doing that?
The ones you laugh at, you're not scared of.
I can't even do that. I can't laugh at them. I'm like, why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
last
Not my
year,
jam.
I had some friends over to watch bad, like, sci-fi original horror movies, and we watched this one that, like, literally started with the rednecks being like, you shouldn't go there because that's where the people die. And these teenage girls being like, whatever, we're doing what we want. And then we just, like, it was great because we hated the main characters. They were, like, such awful people that every time we were like, no, we were cheering for the monster the whole time. We're like, no, get them.
Oh god.
So that was good times. Yeah, I've been playing more of the Banner Saga. It's hard.
How are your emotions? How are your emotions doing?
That game is making me angry. There was a moment where, like, I got screwed by a decision I had made some, like, 7 hours earlier in the playthrough, and that did not feel good. My big complaint about that game continues to be that there's no manual saving and there's no telegraphing of what your decisions are. Like, the biggest, most... Yeah, Lynn knows. Lynn saw me be super salty.
You're on the first one still, right?
Yep.
I remember it was on Kickstarter, right? That's how they started it.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't
I remember them marketing it as like that was like a feature of the game, was that it's supposed to force you to like deal with like consequences or whatever, but like
It sure does.
I'm
Oh,
okay.
but wait.
yeah.
Just wait. The worst
Yeah.
is yet to come.
There are two modes of gaming that I am okay with in that vein, right? Like, you can get just absolutely fucked by the game, but give me manual saving. Or you can give me enough information to make an informed decision and, like, still give me bad choices where I feel like I'm making a trade-off. But if I know what that trade-off is, I'm okay with that, right?
Sure.
But
Yeah.
the game does neither of those.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah, those shit decisions kind of gut punch you out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah, and so, like, we've had places where I'm like, okay, if this screws us in the way I think it's going to, I'm gonna, like, either restart the game or just put it down. 'Cause I don't like that. I mean, the game is
Yeah,
beautiful. The story is great, but
Yeah, the ending I got stands with me for me going,
Oh,
oh,
God.
that was the dumbest fucking decision I made, and I don't know when I made it, but whoops, I did that,
oh no, I'm scared.
and I carry that guilt with me forever.
I'm scared. It's like Hakuoki, right? Like, if you fuck up in Hakuoki, you can get some bad endings. But
Buddy,
you get manual
I have not even been
saves.
showing the bad endings.
I mean, we got some bad endings for Heisuke.
Oh, just wait. We have to play through Soji's to get all of his CGs.
Yeah, I know that's gonna be bad.
I'm
But yeah,
gonna
that's
cry.
been a trial. I'm not shelving the game. I'm gonna play through it.
It's only
and
like
I'm-
10 hours.
I'm probably pretty close to the end at this point.
Short.
Sort of suspect that just sort of where the story is going, but I'm hoping that the second game will be less awful. But we'll see.
I haven't played any of the second. There's a third one out now, right? I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
played the subsequent games.
They're on sale this weekend.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
For
I got
anyone that's
the
thinking of playing.
Banner Saga
We
1
like
and
the Banner Saga, everybody. It's just it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Go
I
play
think
them.
it's a good pick up put down game. Like if you can just get upset and walk away from it, it's great, but when I'm trying to stream the game and I'm trying to commit to a couple hours, and if something happens and I get tilted and I just want to put it down, like that's a hard feeling.
That's just me with any decision in any game. So that's kind of what people who watch my channel come to expect, is for me just to agonize over everything that I do continually.
Yep.
But yeah, hopefully the choices that you make tonight will feel a lot more rewarding. And that's my segue into.
Oh boy.
Should we?
That was ominous.
Super concerned.
I don't understand why you would be concerned. Should we play some Ryuutama?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared now.
Alrighty.
Roll the opening.
Let's do this.
Let's get to it. Actually, speaking of which, thank you for saying that, so I remember for us to do our episode splash.
All right, that's a thing we have around here, isn't it?
It is. It is. Let me just drag that into place because I forgot to do that before now. Okay. Today's episode is episode 4, Curse of Stillness, a Wedding Interrupted. To start us off today, the morning greeted each of the travelers warmly. The crisp mountain air carrying with it the refreshing smells of wildflowers as Saki warmed rice pudding over the open flame. They acted as if nothing had changed, as if nothing was wrong. It wasn't until someone tried to wake Lamb and their hand came away cold that they realized not all was as it seemed. So who tried to wake up Lamb today?
That's super fucking rude. How many? Where are we staying?
Yeah, where are we?
You're you were at Gen and Saki's place?
Gen.
Okay.
In Echo Crag. And if I remember correctly, their place was just like one big room with a cooking area off to one side.
Okay.
Maybe it was Danjin then. I think Danjin probably woke up excited to get back on the road.
Probably. Kira's probably doing like the responsible thing and packing up all of Danjin's stuff
Oh, thanks. Yeah, of course.
while he's waking everybody up.
Yeah, he rolls out of bed and kind of like wanders over to where Lamb should be. It's like, hey boss, and like maybe there's some blankets that are sort of balled up, which I'm just assuming is Lamb because she's such a small little thing.
Yeah, you go to shake her shoulder and she's cold.
Boss, and then he realizes something's wrong. Hey, Hero. And he looks over.
You Danjin?
I mean, don't let Mule know, but I think something is wrong.
Well, yes, there's only one room in this house.
Just get over here. Get over here.
All right, I'll get over
Seriously.
there. What's wrong?
Something's wrong with Lamb.
Hold on the blanket. Feel for a temperature, see if she's sick.
If she's sick, she's not. She doesn't have a fever. She is much colder than you would expect a person to be most of the time.
Like I'll feel her face, and then I'll like pull more blanket down, and, like feel her arms, see if she's cold all over. Maybe like her face was exposed.
All over. And she's not waking up as you like prod her.
I think I'm gonna try and cast Cure Touch on her.
Okay.
I'll like put some more blankets
around. Because it does like create like a blast of heat or whatever. So
Does it?
Yeah, so very quietly, not wanting to like make Mule concerned yet, under his breath, he's like, "Through the power of friendship, a helping hand." He like puts his hand on Lamb.
Yeah, so
ASMR spellcasting here on Ryuutama.
Mule, you're over maybe in like the corner, and you can now see Kiro and Lamb, or Kiro and Danjin gathered around Lamb, and then you just see this like radiant light as Danjin casts a spell.
I'll turn around and whistle nonchalantly.
Good idea. Yeah, I'm just like trying to make something happen.
And I'll like whistle, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah," and I'll like go over to my bedroll and like pull over the blanket and just kind of throw it and grab Danjin's
There's
blanket.
like the gentle aroma of the sea has suddenly filled the room too. Like it's not it's not subtle at all.
Yeah, he's just going to walk over. He doesn't have his jacket or anything on, so he's just got his vest. And what is going on? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Lamb's really cold, so I'm getting her some extra blankets, and she's really wanting to sleep in a lot. Like she's not waking up.
He just pushes by the both of them and goes and lifts the blankets, just enough to see her face.
Yeah.
Lamb?
I imagine Kiro like wouldn't cover her face, but like it's like one of those little like puppy perkins around the face.
like a papoose.
like a papoose.
Yeah.
Little swaddled lamb.
Oh god.
I love it.
That's too cute. I cannot. Adding that to the art list.
Please. Please, Jess.
Kiro just with like swaddled lamb, like wake up.
And then he'll kind of feel her. Lamb? What?
She feels really cold.
Did she didn't wake up at all?
Not yet. I haven't tried everything though.
Okay. And he's immediately like grabbing his journal, his tome that he tends to keep with him, which is one part magic tome, other part everything else.
Like the healing didn't wake her up. She didn't feel any warmer. The healing magic.
No, she felt a little warmer for a moment, and then quickly.
All right.
Maybe we should get the village. What's her face? What's her name?
The elder,
Eva?
Yeah, she seemed Eva. Yeah, she seemed to have a lot of herbal knowledge. Maybe this is a local sickness.
I don't know. Nobody else was like this that we saw.
What we noticed.
Is she breathing? Is she breathing?
Does somebody want to check?
Yeah, we'll check. He's doing the healer thing of checking vitals.
Yeah, she has
I let my cat in.
A very weak pulse. And she is breathing quite slowly.
That upsets Percy.
Maybe she's hibernating.
People don't hibernate.
Percy
is so upset.
He's extremely upset right now. Lamb's his favorite character, okay?
I mean.
Yeah, so Mule is trying not to.
These are all the signs of hibernation. I'm just letting you know.
She's not actually a lamb.
Well, I mean, I don't think sheep hibernate, but like other animals do.
Right. Anyway, one of you run and get that Madam Eva, whatever her name was.
Yep, I'm on it. And Danjin just runs.
All right.
The door.
He's going to be looking at amidst all of his things and knowledge and see if he has anything that he can fashion with his first aid and such to help her.
Yeah, Kira's just gonna
Or
keep putting on
stabilizer.
blankets.
Blanket,
Like,
blanket, blanket.
curtain.
Just getting larger and larger.
Other curtain. Yeah.
Just grabbing every blanket in the village. Excuse me, I need this. For friends.
We're gonna cut ahead a little bit. The darkness of Eva's shop seemed deeper today. Everything in shadow but for the table where Lamb lay quiet. The travelers were gathered nervously, waiting for Eva to finish a ritual of healing. Thistle and thyme, root and branch, draw the illness from this girl and place it in this stone. Eva waved a crystal over Lamb's chest as she chanted, when suddenly the crystal turned black. She cried out, gripping her hand, and the crystal shattered against the floor. It's no use, she said. Whatever curse she's under is beyond my ability to remove. And you can see that her hand has, like, blackened and has this smoke wisping off of it.
Wait, where did she go get the curse from?
How?
I don't know.
Mjol is going to look and see if we probably left our stuff behind, but he wouldn't have left the amulet, I don't think.
Yeah, you can find the amulet. Or the box that it sits in.
Kira's just holding swaddled
Give him
lamb.
pets.
He's very far away. I'm so sorry. I don't know what his problem is today.
Yeah, Lex the villain has it right. Percy is distraught.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's extremely upset right now.
All right. Yeah, you can. So you have the box.
My apologies. He is
It's
gone.
totally okay. I love cats. I'm willing to derail any stream for cats.
Dude's wild right now. Yeah, he's going to kind of test the box because typically it doesn't open unless it's like decides to open, and he knows this, but he's going to kind of test the box and just sense and see if there's anything off with it.
Go ahead and roll. I think it's Spirit Int for sense.
There's a sense check. I don't remember what it
Yeah.
is, but it's built onto the sheet. So
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Beep.
A 14. It seems the same as always, just dormant. If you shake the box, you can like hear the amulet inside.
Nothing seems to be off with this. How could this have happened? She's been with us the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Tangent is like looking for the right words because maybe I can talk to the spirits about them.
Mavis sort of looks at you
don't think that-
strangely.
Maybe I can just like ask them. I could try.
Do whatever it is you think you can do. Can't hurt anyway.
Mm-hmm. So Danjin gets out his ukulele and starts drumming on it really gently. Just
Okay.
this like repetitive pulse in his drumming. Hey spirits, can you answer a question for me? He just keeps drumming on it.
All right,
I
I'm
want
gonna
to
need
know
you to
what's going
roll.
on with my friend.
I'm gonna need you to roll Int plus Spirit.
Okay, yeah, and I'm using my
Holy
My new
Vision.
skill.
Yeah.
Holy Vision, Int plus Spirit.
An 8. All right, and the target is the caster's level.
Ooh.
I need to double check a thing real quick.
Okay.
To see if that passes. It does. So, on a success, you identify a single magical effect on a person or object you are touching. So as you chant this little like, hey, spirits, what's up? And you reach out toward Lamb, you see these small sort of humanoid shapes in various forms. Some of them look kind of like the forest spirits from what's that? Is that Totoro? No. Yes?
Yeah.
Princess Mononoke?
Mononoke?
And
One of those Ghibli movies.
The little white
With the
roundy-
rotating head
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing.
Some of them look
Kodama.
like those, but some of them look just sort of like black shapes with eyes. And they all sort of just pool up around the table as you're doing this. And you can hear them whispering to you. And they tell you that there is a dark curse on Lamb called the Curse of Stillness. And it is a curse from which you just never wake up.
I can't talk to them any more than that, though, right?
Let's see. You identify. Yeah, I think
one
that's as
single
much as you're
magical
gonna
effect.
get.
Okay.
And as this sort of like as this comes to you as they speak, you can feel your connection sort of slip away from your grasp, and they disappear.
Yeah, so whenever they appeared, Danchin stopped playing
Mhm.
and probably just went like completely like surprisingly still and blank.
Yeah, and everyone could see them, by the way.
Oh, everyone can see them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Well then.
And then Danchin just bows his head and says, "Thank you, spirits, for this information."
You hear a like faint, sort of like a wooden rattling sound in response, and that's it.
Never, huh? I don't believe that. There has to be something we can do.
I'm afraid this is outside of my area of knowledge.
Who would know? Do you know anyone? No, you wouldn't in a tiny place like this. And he's sort of just pacing the room. More than brisk pace, we'll say.
Maybe we could take it to like a larger town.
There's got to be something.
There is a city not far from here. Aurora Mire. To the east, in the Summerlands.
Would you have heard of this?
Yes, 100%.
Didn't realize we were that close. That's good, though. That's good. We should go there. They're bound to have somebody who can help sort this out.
I am sorry that I cannot do more.
It's not your fault.
Appreciate you trying.
If this is a curse, I'm sure we just have to find the person that placed it on her, right?
Yeah.
Who would do that?
Mule
when?
looks
When did this happen?
Real unhappy.
Yeah.
I think I can make a few guesses.
Oh,
Let's go. We don't have time to waste.
All right.
that's really ominous, Mule.
He walks out.
I'll pick up Lamb.
He's not strong enough to pick her up,
I
so
know.
he assumes one of them will.
Kira.
I'm
Kira
the
got this.
strongest now, so I'll have to.
Yeah,
Dan-
you can put Lamb on Giddy.
I don't trust Lamb on those misbehaving sheep that run all willy-nilly.
They are
sheep or
surprising.
goats?
They're goats, I think.
I'm confused. I thought originally
They have
were sheep.
horns, so I think they're
They're
goats.
sheep.
Well,
Two,
male
but-
sheep have horns.
Yeah, weren't they rams?
They're something like both of those. They're
Hold
mountain
on,
goats,
hold on.
okay?
This
Are
is
they,
Mountain
like
are they boys or
Avatar
girls?
Last
Did we make a
Airbender
note of
thing,
that?
where they're like
they
goats.
are
No,
male.
Yeah, they're boys.
Well, then they could be sheep because boy sheep have horns.
I'm
Ram.
pretty sure they were sheep.
Then maybe they're sheep.
All this time.
I don't. You know what? In this world, they're the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. They're goat sheep.
Goat
Goat
sheep.
To be fair, in the real world, goats, mountain goats, and sheep are all distinct but share a common ancestor. So
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
they're that thing.
Okay.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Random anime
Um,
animal.
Yeah. Danjin thanks Eva, and then chases Mjol out the door. Like,
Mhm.
wait,
Mjol is moving at a intensely brisk pace, going to collect their belongings.
Mhm.
do you have
like-
like an arch? Do you have an enemy that we don't know about? Is this something you're keeping from us?
I have a guy I stabbed in the eyeball when he tried to kill my friend.
You stabbed him in the eyeball? That's
He deserved it.
really hardcore.
Yes.
Wow.
He was
Uh.
trying to take the amulet.
Okay, I guess it's fair.
Real
think-
quick, because I forgot to mention it. My benedictions today are the tale of nostalgia, the tale of love and fortune.
Okay.
Someday I'll do
There's just
everything
a pigeon that flies
at the
over
beginning of the episode that I'm supposed to do someday.
I gotta get you on that Trello board GM screen. Shit.
Yeah.
It helps.
Could probably put my event sheets and stuff in there too.
I'll show you my screen later. It's good stuff. I'm proud of it. Anyway.
You think
got
this
away.
person's responsible?
I'm pretty sure he's still out there, and he's probably going to try it again.
I mean, if you stabbed him in the eye, he's probably angry.
He deserved it. He goes back to packing.
I wasn't there, so I don't really know, but I believe you.
Let's just get to Aurora Meyer and figure this out and help
Okay.
Lamb.
Does anyone want a song?
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, and Danjin just starts playing like a trying to lift the mood of the just starts playing his ukulele while he lets Kiro pack for him.
Oh, sweet boy.
I've made a lamb papoose.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Okay. I think it's fair to say that carrying an entire person is going to impede your ability to do stuff
Yeah,
today.
probably.
Is that
But
that
it's
fair?
that or lose her off a cliff because of the sheep. So,
I will say Giddy and Nono are surprisingly docile today.
yeah.
But yeah, so if you're gonna papoose Lamb,
I also have a horse. We can just put her on the horse.
that's true. That's
Much
true.
more well-behaved animal.
Yeah, let's put her on Scotty. Scotty doesn't have attitude problems. She's a good horse.
Okay.
We'll just have to rotate Lamb every so often so she doesn't get all
Yeah.
beat up from just.
Yeah.
So I'll
She's
cat her.
real secure in that swaddling now.
Yeah, I
Just
just
strap her down.
water
Not a
around
whole lot of
and, like,
wiggle room.
attach her to
Yeah.
a saddle.
Yeah. Can we need art of swaddled lamb strapped to the horse.
Papoose lamb.
Papoose
That-
Lamb.
Yep.
I was
That needs
prepared
to
to
happen.
papoose her the whole. If there's like some treacherous terrain, I'm gonna like put her back into papoose and carry her because
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
just in case. or if the horse starts to get spooked or something.
Yeah.
So.
And Mule
She's
will
probably had to do this to Danjin once or twice.
Let's
somehow not shocked.
Probably.
Let's get condition checks.
Ha!
Okay.
Oh.
The best.
Let's see how everyone's doing today.
Should I just put a nat 1 in there already?
Oh no!
Two.
Oof.
Is that what I should do? Because,
Nah, we'll see. We'll see.
eh.
An 8, that's not bad.
He did better than me.
You're determined.
Determined.
Let's see.
Sorry, 1 sec. Condition.
Oh yeah. So Mule, you're doing the best out of the group. Is that
He's
is
got
that
a
just
mission.
pure determination?
It is pure determination. He has a mission, and he's not going to stop.
Mhm.
All right. I think we can get a cutaway of Mule, and we just see like the purple fire on the black
More or
background behind him.
More or
Um,
less.
and resolutely you leave Echo Crag, much to the concern of Gen, Saki, and Pico. The travelers trekked through the rocky mountain pass for an hour before it opened up, revealing the marches of the Summerlands. A dark bog sat beneath the mountains before making way for grasslands, and beyond that, the faint line of a sparkling sea. As you break out of this pass, and you can see the Summerlands reaching away ahead of you. How does that feel for our Summerlanders?
Can we see the coastline from here? Like
You can
really
just
far off in the
barely
distance?
make out
I'm gonna
the
like
coast.
elbow Danjin, probably a little too hard, but not meaning to. Just like
Ow.
look.
What?
You can see the coast from here.
What? No, that's not it.
It's
It's over
definitely
there.
no, it's right.
No, it's
It's right there.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Look,
That's definitely.
look, that slight
wrong.
shimmer. No.
I have better eyes than you. We know this.
Please. I don't. Look. When we were trying to teach you how to hunt, you couldn't even see the fish in the water.
I just didn't want to kill them. Okay. It's
Sure.
not that I couldn't
All
see
right.
them, Kiro.
Huh? I
Oh,
totally
look over
buy that.
there. And he like points and he sees like an area where there's like a clump of really tall trees. Like it's the jumbo trees.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty big. That is definitely the coast. Right there. Look,
Okay. Okay.
we're so
sure.
close. We're so close. Home. Right there. We're almost there. Just gotta get that amulet.
Yeah.
All right, let's get
I
those
miss it.
journey checks as you
Kira.
continue your conversation.
Yeah. Kira's
Bickering.
gonna start talking about the beach probably a little bit. Like she misses the water. Like a lot.
Mm.
Oh.
So travel checks.
Travel check. And then direction check.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Meh.
All right.
Wait, let me see, because I want to give Mule a little pep talk while we're walking.
Okay.
Hey, are you doing okay?
I'm fine. Why?
I don't know, I'm just worried about you. I know that you really like lamb.
He gets the most amount of side eye.
I just mean you care about her, right?
Of course.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I just wanted to like make sure that you're all right and make sure that you don't hurt yourself while we're traveling, because I know that you're prone to do that sometimes, and I don't really. And maybe I could help you.
He's just digging a hole at this point. Danjin is, and it's visible on Meal's face as he lets him talk.
I know this is what Danja does. He talks himself into an awkward spot. So I don't know. Maybe I could just like keep an eye on you.
You. Keep an
Yeah.
eye on me.
Yeah, I've got some good instincts about traveling, I think.
If you want to help, pay closer attention so you don't get into trouble and slow us down.
Okay, I can do that too, but I can do both.
He speeds up walking.
Okay, and so even though Mule, even though Mule, even though Mule is a jerk,
Yep.
Yeah.
Danjon's going to like keep an eye on Mule, and whenever it looks like he is struggling or about to make like a false move somewhere, he's just going to be like, "Hey," and like try and like reel him back in.
Alright.
And I'm going to use my skill is spiritual guide, and I can help with a travel check for one person.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll travel. And what it says in Roll20 is technically wrong. The target number is 5, not
Okay.
Oh, good.
Because that's how helping works. Helping is
Yeah.
always 5.
Strength and dex for that one.
Yep. I mean, the target number for the terrain is not 5.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So you help. So you successfully managed to guide Mule around some things.
Okay.
And then let's
We'll
get your
see that.
travel check. Unfortunately, none of you rolled with the topography for
Nope.
the day.
Yikes.
But Kiro, you got the lowest roll.
I did.
So what about traveling down the mountain this time is so hard for Kiro?
Well, there's not much like of this terrain at the beach. For
It's
one.
true.
This uppy downy bullshit.
Yeah. So she's just not really accustomed to that. Or like if she does, she climbs up something and then just jumps off into the water. So like the whole having to be cautious going downhill and stuff is not really what she's used to. That and every like 15 to 30 minutes, she's like checks on like Papoose the lamb, like good, check. All right. So she's distracted. And she's also like, all right, we got him. She's alive. That one's fine. All right, let's go. So she's just like supervisey big sister mode. And it's just distracting her.
Just
and she's
wearing
not used to the
yourself
terrain.
out.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody reduces their health by half. You lose half of your HP.
Okay.
That's not that bad. Still have
Standard
more health
practice.
than Mule.
I mean,
Listen, he just rolls at half HP literally forever.
yeah.
It's fine. I don't
I
care.
think my halved is more than your full.
We
I
remove
That's-
half rounded up, right? Yes.
No. You go to half rounded up.
Oh. But what happens if you're at 1?
Wait. No, you're right. Never mind.
Okay.
You're right. Because yeah.
So like, okay.
Duh.
Yeah. Got it.
Ah.
At 14.
Uh,
So strong.
And let's get that direction check. Yeah. See how far into the foothills you can get.
All right.
I'll help.
God dang it. Clicking on the Roll20 tabs is like not working much today. It's weird.
Weird.
Mhm.
All right. So you get a +1 from Danjin.
Neat. Blah 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 magic. Arrow compassy bullshit. He's
Actually hold on. Can we get a version of the arrow compass? Because he's clearly
The
like
shorthand version?
Yeah, I want to know what it looks
Yeah.
like when he's like when he still
When
has
he's
to do the
irritated
chant, but
And
he's
still
like
Yeah.
I don't have
he's
time
cutting
for this
corners.
shit. Yeah, of course. Because that actually is a thing. West wind. And the gesture is just quick and sharp. And the book just kind of glows, but it doesn't actually do the whole fly up and glow and float
Mhm.
open
It's like,
thing.
meh.
Yeah, it's just like, do your thing.
All right.
So
So you get a +2. It's good chances.
Oh God!
Oh no!
Why?
We're gonna get lost going down the mountain.
Oh, for cutting corners.
No.
Everybody gets a fumble point.
No. No.
And yeah, Mule, you cut your corners on the arrow compass spell, and you trust that spell implicitly. So when it points you in the wrong direction, you just go with it. And you end up several kilometers off path. And you lose a significant amount of time trying to get back to the road.
Yep.
Oh, brother.
Well, this isn't the right way.
Okay, because I was thinking that, but I wasn't gonna say anything because I didn't want to offend you or anything.
Are we still going downhill? Like, how big is this thing?
Yeah, you've been like traversing back across the mountain.
I can just imagine the three of them traveling and Danjin having this worried look on his face behind Mule, but knowing Mule's like in a bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Kira's just constantly going, 1, 2, 3, 2 sheep, a horse. 1, 2, 3, 2 sheep, a horse.
So, Mule finds the first stone that looks as comfortable as a rock is gonna look, sits down, breaks out the map, and a normal compass. And is very meticulously reorienting before folding it all up and pointing them in the right direction to realign themselves on track.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay, we'll get there.
We don't have time to waste, though.
Yeah. No, not really. But that's okay. We'll get there. Right?
Eventually, let's go.
Tally ho! That's what they say. I think.
3.
Right.
You travel on for a few more hours before nightfall comes, and you can make a camp check. I am going to declare that as a critical success using a benediction.
Would I be able to go hunting?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I'll do that. I want to do my yeah, hunting, which is Dex plus 10 on here. See if I can get us some tasty food.
Oh, I should probably put you on the ration sheet.
Probably. All right. 9.
A 9. Does it have to beat the topography?
Yes.
So,
Unfortunately, you cannot find food.
Don't find anything. Okay, so we will use up some rations today then.
yeah.
This topography, though.
Can we
Yeah,
can we shove any rations down Lamb, or does she like out?
Does she need to eat?
That seems risky.
Like maybe a little water, like just giving her a little water.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can get some.
Mule will tend her because he's like knows how to do those things.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, we might as well make them delicious while we're here, right? Taste good, taste good. You're really gonna taste good. He like just sings for a little while until the food is like glowing and beautiful and.
How many rations does the party have?
Yeah.
I bought some.
Have we been marking those? I haven't been asking.
I haven't.
I have 6.
I have 6. I think I restocked at the last place.
I
when we
I
arrived.
bought 4 in the last place. I don't.
Okay.
So
Let
minus
me-
1.
Double check lambs. So technically, y'all don't. Dinjin and Mule don't have to worry about tracking rations. That's a quartermaster thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lamb has 17 marked on her sheet. So
Okay.
Girl.
Oh. Wait, but Lindy, you're technically keeping track of all of our rations?
yes, that is how the quartermaster works.
Okay.
Whereas in D&D, everybody like keeps personal rations and stuff. The quartermaster is
Okay.
the person in charge of.
Yeah.
So I don't have to keep track of this.
No.
Perfect. I'm gonna roll
Tell
my
me how many
magic.
people will buy.
Okay. See if you can make some delicious food.
Taste good taste.
And you just have to not fumble, right?
Yeah.
Is that
It's-
correct?
Yeah, that's right. And it's spirit and int to do magic, right, Jess?
Yes.
Well, I didn't fumble.
You did not. Where is taste good
Very
taste?
close.
There it is.
And then
there
I
it is.
roll my int die. to
Gotcha.
see-
Or you roll spirit die.
I'm thinking
says.
of healing. Okay, spirit die is a D8.
That many
Great,
rations
okay,
are
so-
not delicious. Oh yeah.
Great. Okay, so we all have delicious food.
Okay. And the excess rations, the extra 3, it says any affected rations not eaten
After
within an
an
hour
hour.
rotten and destroyed. So
Okay.
you will lose the 3.
Oh, we have to cook up that 2 amount? Okay.
Okie doke. And with that, we are a little over the top of the hour. So as our travelers settle in for bed tonight, perhaps worry on their minds, you're going to step away for a few minutes. When we come back, we shall see their first steps into the ominous swamp that they saw the day previous. So, see you soon. Hello, welcome back to episode 4 of Travel. I am a very organized DM. I was not just shoving toast in my face a couple seconds ago. Okay. The stony foothills on the eastern side of the Togata Mountains were a familiar terrain to the travelers, but the crunch of the gravel beneath their feet as they stepped from their tent broke the stillness of the morning, causing a flock of birds to fly up into the sky in a flurry of flapping and cooing. The small stream that ran past their camp was cool with mountain spring water, but the faint scent of swamp gases reached them even here. Let's get condition checks. Gesundheit.
Oh, +1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, because we got good food. Okay.
So 7.
Condition check.
Oof.
There it is. First.
So
6.
So
All right.
7
Do we
for
lose
me,
our condition?
actually.
What was the question?
do we lose our condition then if our
The-
or the
The status effect.
Yeah,
if
the
your
status effect?
if your new condition is higher than the status effect, then yes.
It's matches for me.
Then I think it stays. Let me double check.
Some exhaustion 6, and then I'm at condition 6. So
Oof.
Yeah.
Let's
I'll
see.
be real
let's see.
tired for a
Oh,
while.
you're at 7.
Status
Oh, I
effects.
added the +1. So it's 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
How to recover from status effects. Next
I
phase
just if I
condition
could
is
roll
equal-
higher than a
equal to or higher.
there you go.
Yay!
So you're good.
Yay!
Awesome.
We're
We
better
feel
now.
better. We feel more rested.
Yeah. So how does your morning go?
Does anyone smell that?
I check on Lamb.
Making sure the papoose is in order.
Yeah.
Near as you can tell,
and
it's
and,
the same
and
as
I
last
even
time.
unswaddle her and then reswaddle her so like it's like a fresh blanket on the inside swaddle. You know, you gotta make sure the blankets stay clean.
Yeah.
You should start to sweat or get a fever or something. So
Yeah, and Mule is making general check on her health condition and such according to what he knows as well. He doesn't know a damn
Okay.
thing about this curse, but making sure
Tangent.
she's still breathing and sundry.
Yeah. Danjin is on a rock. In a weird. He's like kind of trying to practice handstands while also just sort of like getting focused for the day and kind of meditating on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
All
all
right.
I pack everything up. Make sure all the animals are taken care of.
Mule, roll me an int and dex check. This is your medicine.
Okay. Is there actually like a medicine check of any kind?
I think there first aid, I think, is the closest from the healer.
Yeah. First aid uses int and spirit out of combat.
Int and spirit. Okay, I'll allow it. Yeah. That's real good. Okay, so you're doing your check, like checking on her pulse, her breathing. It's subtle. It's not drastic. But her condition has worsened since yesterday.
Okay. And how many days out are we from Aurora Meyer?
If you make good time, you might be able to get there tonight.
Okay. Is everybody ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready. I swaddle down, tie her down to the horse.
Danjin like hops off the rock, bounces down. Yeah, I'm good to go.
Let's get going. And he's going to start leading the way. And he's not
Alright.
going to tell them about that news that
Yeah.
he discovered.
Danjin looks to Giddy and Nono and he's like, "You two, better behave."
Nah. The first steps into the swampy bog brought them quickly into a strange and alien landscape of thick mud, croaking frogs, and peaty odors. The crooked trees obscured their view of the sun and cast shadows on the already murky surface of the abundant water. Mule's foot slipped dangerously close to a lurking alligator, but Kira's fast reflexes pulled him back from the edge before he became the creature's meal. Perfect, Lindy.
Just keep his mouth shut.
Bad gator.
Don't get eaten.
Right. Thank you.
No problem.
The alligator sort of hisses at you and then sinks back into the water.
I like the come at me, bro. And then it sinks back. You're like, all right.
Punch the gator? You're
Gonna get away this time.
Add gator punch.
She
into
would
the resume?
totally punch a gator. She was just waiting for it.
We need to hurry.
All right. Well, let's keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
The travelers could feel the swamp fighting them at every turn. Insects buzzed around them as they crossed aging bridges. Thickets sprang up over the path while crows caught overhead, and every turn in the path looked the same as the last. I would like some travel checks.
Okay. Oh god.
Everybody gets a fumble point.
Oh no.
Gosh, we have so many.
We have
Or
two.
I have so many.
Danjin's still keeping an eye on Mule.
Okay, so go ahead and support. Oh, never mind, doesn't matter.
Yeah, probably not.
And, and you failed, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't
Rough
fucking matter.
muffins.
I got an 8.
Alright,
What was the
unfortunately,
difficulty?
it's 10. Swamp is in fact the same as mountain. So, Danjin and Mule, you go back to half. You recovered all of your HP yesterday, so you're still just
Yeah.
at half.
Good. Well, I didn't change that number, so we're fine.
Me neither.
But Kiro,
Yeah.
with a fumble, your HP drops to a quarter of your current
Okay.
HP.
So 7.
So what
Oh.
happens? What happens to Kiro?
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see here. What does happen to Kiro? She's probably not used to the swamp terrain as much. Probably more than mountain, but maybe she just gets like has a bad like misstep. Like she's checking on Lamb and then it's like walking alongside and then it's like, why am I getting shorter? Or is the horse getting taller? And she looks down and she's like waist deep in like quicksand, like swamp marsh.
No.
Oh jeez.
Did she find leeches?
Probably, and she like
God.
has to like grab a vine and pull herself out, and, like peel off all these leeches, and it's like, I'll catch up, y'all just keep going. And then as she does catch up, she like trips over like a twig and like falls, and then it's like, this is fine. It's great. It's just we gotta get to the. Let's go.
Are you okay to keep walking?
I'm great. This is fine. Just another leech.
You don't
Probably,
look.
my front half's probably just covered in like swamp mud. I've like scraped out from my eyes and like mouth.
Listen, I think I can help with that. Because I think first aid actually like lets you recover some shit. Nope. No, I can do
think it's just
healing with a healing
statuses.
herb. Yeah. Well, I can do
Oh,
healing,
yeah.
but I don't have a healing herb for that.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of which, did you... we didn't talk about it at the beginning of the session, but we talked about it a little bit between sessions. Did you buy any herbs?
I forgot.
Would you like to have bought an herb that you put in the essence
Sure.
file?
sure, why not?
Which herb?
They're like what 300 or something
So
to buy.
level 1 herbs are 100, level 2 are 300, and level 3 are 800.
Yikes. All right. It's fine. I'm rich. Actually, yeah. You know what? Let's. No.
Okay.
2 HP is ridiculous. I could heal more with fucking magic spell.
Yeah. Oh, well, so the cool thing about healers is you can use any healing herb to
okay.
do your healing ability, which
All right.
recovers HP equal to int plus spirit.
All right. Well, let's see what's good.
It's just that they have these extra uses that you can use no matter
Oh.
whether you're a healer or not.
All right. Well.
So they fall into 3 general categories. There's the physical type, which has like your HP recovery, your condition stuff, and mental type, which gives you next check using spirit gets +1 bonus is one of them.
Here we go.
Less MP use. And then enhanced type, I think is mostly spell stuff. Yeah, it's all spell
there's
modifier.
spells and mental and all that good business. Yeah, I think Giant's Palm is probably smart to bottle up for us to use.
Giant's Palm.
'Cause we can
Yeah.
recover the travel damage.
Yeah. So, if I remember correctly, the Essence Vial gives you 5 uses?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes, 5 uses.
That do not expire. So,
Yep.
you have 5
So-
uses of Giant's Palm.
I'm gonna use one of those on Kiro. So
All right.
he helps her out. He smears a little bit of poultice of that Giant's Palm on her injuries and whatnot, and the leech marks.
Yeah, there are all these like little circular.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Spots.
little sucker spots,
Yeah.
like from the ribs down.
Yep. Yeah.
I just kept walking in.
There's one
like,
still
no,
like
sit,
stuck
sit.
to the back of her knee.
Mhm.
Yeah. So sits her down and starts administering that to recover the damage.
And I recover.
All of
recover
the damage.
all
you
of it.
lost.
I'm
Yeah.
back to 28.
Giant's
Yep.
Palm is really good.
I lost 21 from them
Whoa.
leeches. Those leeches are fierce. Don't let the leeches get you.
Hungry.
And that was
Like a
leeches.
lot.
And that was a level
They're so
2
dark.
herb. So how much?
Yes, so that's 300 gold.
Okay. Thanks.
That was bad.
All right. Let's see. Exhausted but resolute, the travelers pushed through the swamp as the shadows became longer. They cast about for a place to make camp, but the bog offered them none, and they were forced to carry on despite the darkness that descended quickly. Ahead.
I'll pull out my lantern.
Okay, yeah. Topical.
Fine. I'm gonna use it.
Ahead, or was it off the path? It was hard to tell. A blue light could be seen. Something about it seemed to call to them softly, filling them with a sense of safety and comfort. I'm going to need that direction check.
All right. Hold, please. I'll
Is
get
Danjin
back
helping?
to my spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
Danjon's like, swamp spirit. Oh,
Yeah.
He's gonna do it the right way now.
Danjin is helping by... Oh my god, Danjin is not helping. Except by
Danjin.
providing a fumble point for everybody.
Oh,
Wow.
Danjin.
okay.
So
I
What
mean,
happens when you fumble a help?
Nothing.
Okay.
As far as I know. It's just, you don't help.
Okay.
flip to the book.
So maybe Mule is like disregarding your... There are no swamp spirits. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
pretty much. He's not even paying attention to Danjin at this point. Oh, gentle west wind, come forth and guide our path. Little breeze creates a compass that spins and points
All right.
in a direction, and he kind of gives it some serious side eye, but you know. All right, magic.
Do we all get a fumble point from the health check?
Yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got 3 this session so far.
All right. So it's a good spellcasting check. You get the +1 from Arrow Compass. If you would like, you can concentrate or spend a fumble point or both on this
I'll
direction
throw a
check.
fumble. I'll throw a fumble point in there to
Okay.
get the +2.
Danjin did help. Oh my. All right. Well, you you pull forth Arrow Compass, and Danjin's like, swamp spirit. You just shrug him off. And you see the light up ahead that you're certain that light flickering just out of sight is the edge of Aurora Mire. And I don't know that you're conscious of the fact that you get lost.
Awesome.
But you, as a group, you were pulled deeper and deeper into the swamp
The leeches get hungrier and hungrier.
as this will-o-wisp draws you from the path and its safety.
Oh yeah, Danjon's like full steam ahead.
If we follow this light for like long enough and it doesn't appear to be getting bigger or brighter, I'm gonna just be like, all right, light, what's up with you? 'Cause I've got my lantern. Be like, I don't like you.
It seems to just like keep at the same distance.
Ooh.
Nice.
Maybe
I
we
try
could...
to like sneak up on it.
Okay.
Because if it's like somebody else with a torch, you know, or
Right,
like something
right.
else, I should be able to.
Go ahead and roll Dex int.
Okay.
Wait, sis, before you go,
Yeah.
maybe it's not. Maybe we need magical
Oh,
light.
there is a stealth. There's a stealth. It's Dex. I can roll Dex.
Okay. Dex works.
I'm so sneaky.
Whoa.
14. That's real good. That's pretty close to best in the land.
I'm a good hunter. I swear.
Kiro blends in with the
I'm so covered in mud. It's just like natural, like camouflage.
turn into Tomb Raider. Lara Kiro heads off into the swamp.
Do we also get to like take the picture where she smiles awkwardly while she's like
God,
being
that-
eaten?
That photo mode. Oh man. I mean, I love photo mode in games, but if you're in chat or watching this on YouTube and you don't know what we're talking about, just Google Tomb Raider photo mode and
It's beautiful.
It's funny.
oof.
Funny in the worst way.
So you creep off into the darkness, your lantern extinguished, relying
Yeah, I
purely on
probably
the...
leave it with Danjin. Like, hold this.
Okay.
And I go.
Relying on the light of the moon. And after a time, you manage to... you pull up on this shape, and you see a blue flame that's just floating there a couple feet off the ground and slowly moving at about the same pace that Danjin and Mule are moving.
I'm gonna be like, God, with she's gonna get. I think, as much as she wants to just stealth back and tell them what's up, I think she's just gonna jump out at it and be like, "You lying little flame!"
It starts and turns sort of like a turquoise, like from this deep blue to a turquoise, and some sparks shower out of it, and then it spirals off into the swamp.
I just stomp back towards the lantern, the actual lantern light.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Danjin,
like...
hold on. Danjin and Mule, you see this dark, angry shape looming toward you out of the darkness.
You probably heard like a yell. You see the like a whee, and then like this dark looming.
Danjin just like grabs Mule in fear.
What are you doing? Get off! And he'll kind of shove him away. Not that...
Who goes there?
It was... Can you believe?
Oh my gosh, it
It's your
sounds like Lindy.
sister, you idiot.
It's eating Lindy.
You mean
It's
Kiro?
Lindy.
I mean, Kiro.
Hero. It ain't me.
Who's Lindy?
Yeah, it's got these terrifying horns, which are branches that are just sort of sticking
Yeah,
out of
stuck into her hair.
Kiro's hair.
It's probably just stuck through the whole braid, so it's like bristling.
Yeah.
Like,
If Danjin doesn't let go, Mule is just gonna straight on elbow him in the like center of his
Like in the solar
ribcage.
plexus.
Yeah, basically.
Ooh.
we've been following some tricky little blue floaty flame for the past who knows how many hours.
Ooh. Ah,
Great. Great.
yeah, that's what I thought we were doing.
I startled it though, so cold little. Ugh. She's just so mad. She probably just goes and like punches a tree. Just, ugh.
That's not safe to do in a swamp, I feel like.
The tree just like cracks
snakes.
and falls over rotten.
All right. We need to start marking our path or something so we know when we've gone in a circle.
Can I
Oh, I have an idea.
use tracking to backtrack to maybe a point where before we saw this light
That could work.
to try
What
to
were
help
you
get us
thinking?
not lost?
What were you thinking, Jolie?
I have a spell called Pure Crystallite.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
That
I can I can cast that on a bunch of objects, and we can like drop them like glowy breadcrumbs.
I think it's like a one at a time thing.
Oh yeah, I'll
I don't know
cast it
for
multiple times. Like,
Well, no, I mean like. if you
there's no
cast it on one thing-
there's no concentration in Ryuutama. You can cast as many duration spells at a time as you want.
Let's see.
Just says crystallizes the part of the tool touch. The crystallized part
Yep.
gives off a white light similar to intensity to the glow of a lantern. May turn off and on by tapping it.
for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yep. It lasts a while.
It does say one tool.
Yeah.
But is that one tool per casting of it?
Yeah. So you would like a tool is not like a rock, right? You can't just cast it on a random
Yep.
object. It has to be
Oh,
some kind of useful item.
I see.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to drop our supplies in the swamp.
No.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I could pick up rocks or something and make them glow. Okay. Never mind.
But if Kira wanted to track, yeah, I would let you use tracking.
Try to help us get out of this. Tracking. 5. Not great.
Not great.
All of my d8s that I've been rolling today have been like not higher than a 2.
Yeah, they're like, I'm sorry. You did not appease the god of the number 8 today.
I did not. I did not.
Try again next time. Okay. It was well into night by the time the travelers broke through the undergrowth and walked up to the gates of the city of Aurora Mire, illuminated by the orange glow of candlelight lanterns. A slight figure stood in the gateway, her young face crowned by a long blue braid, which, in turn, was framed by a pair of inwardly curving horns. She was holding a journal and staring off into the distance. Seeing her there, I knew it was time for me to leave, at least for now. I knew they couldn't hear me as I whispered a prayer of good luck for them, but I hoped it would keep them safe regardless. And as my Ryujin Mikuro leaves at the end of this scenario, we're a bit early, but we're going to take a break here. And when we come back, we will come back with different Ryujin. So, see you soon. Can I press all of the buttons on my Stream Deck? I can. All right.
Can you?
Probably. Welcome back to episode 4 of Ryuutama Seyo. Let's see. So we've finished that scenario. I can close that. All right. Dear Diary, Aurora Mire is amazing. Even the buildings glitter with gold trim, and all of the people have such wonderful lives. Just this morning, I saw 2 jeweler's apprentices talking about diamonds, but I knew one of them was talking about the other's eyes the whole time, and it was just so... Wait a second, Diary. I think I just saw an owl out there, and I think it was... Oh yeah, those must be Mikuro's travelers. I'll write again tomorrow, Diary. XOXO. As you approach the gate, you see this blue-haired girl, probably about like 16-ish, she looks, writing in a journal, and then she sees you and writes furiously and then closes the journal.
Hello.
Wait,
Hello?
you can see me?
You're standing in the middle of the gate.
No, who's talking?
She looks down at her feet and then looks up at you, Mule and Danshin. Maybe it's only boys. That's so strange.
She was being sarcastic. You were being sarcastic, right?
She was being sarcastic.
She walks up to you, Kiro, and waves her hand in front of your face.
I want to try to deadpan it. Just be like,
Okay, sure.
God.
Wow.
I think this is hilarious.
That's
And Kira
so
would too.
strange. This isn't really how this usually goes, but I guess, that's how it's going. Hi, I'm Kuroi.
Hi.
I'm,
You're very friendly.
Thank
Did
you.
you need something, or can we get through?
Oh, no, yeah, you can... I'm not in charge of the gates. You can just walk on in. I'll just be...
Thank you.
I'll just be shadowing for a bit.
Shadowing?
What?
She holds up the book, points to her horns. I'm a Ryujin.
So, out of character question,
Mm-hmm.
do people even know anything about that shit?
Yeah, to an extent. There are... I'm keeping the boilerplate lore for Ryuutama, where, people know that there are dragons and that there are lesser dragons that like follow travelers. That's why travel or journeys are so important. And so like you're familiar with it in a sort of folkloric sense, that maybe like a step above folklore, where like it seems plausible and reasonable, but
Meal's probably read a lot about it.
Oh yeah,
It's
for sure.
common enough knowledge. Someone wrote about it.
Oh yeah,
and he's read literally everything, or almost everything.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking her over for a long moment, like, okay, Horn's book, weird looking, it checks out. That's the thought process.
She gives you a huge smile.
You don't have to shadow us, like, if you just want to hang out with us.
If you're just going to follow us around, there's no point in being weird and snaky about it, but we have business we need to attend to, so I'm sorry, but we're in a hurry.
Oh, okay. She's like holding her quill and she counts the three of you. 1, 2, Where's the fourth one?
Neil gestures to the horse. The back of the horse. Yeah, the papoose on the back of the horse.
She like walks over and like gets up on her tippy toes so that she can see. Oh. Okay. Well, this isn't really how any of this normally goes, but I say we just roll with it. What do you say?
Is there
That's
a
how
way
I live
it's
my life.
supposed to go?
Right. Well, usually we just sort of like watch and write things down, and then most of the time you don't know we're there. But I mean, Mikuro just left, so I assume I gotta take over.
Are you new to this whole thing? You seem new.
Not really new. No. I just don't typically... From what I've heard, you're not really the people that I would normally watch. Keep track of, you know?
Right.
You
Okay.
you carry things and fight monsters and stuff, and it's not really my area.
Right. Blue. Got it. He starts walking and leading the horse.
Cool. Okay.
You can just follow me, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your area? What's all this about?
Just people. People are my thing.
Okay.
But like people, you know, interacting, not like hitting each other. And that's not really Mikuro's thing either, as far as I know, but well.
Friends
anyway.
and family and human drama and people in love. That's what the Blue Ryuutama
Yeah.
over.
Wow, he really does know a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he knows it.
Who are you all talking to?
This is just so perplexing. I can't... She's walking backwards right in front of you, Kiro, just like staring at you. She pulls out her book and starts to write. Okay. It's the same day... Oh, I'm saying that out loud, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Yep.
Sorry.
She's also lying to you.
Are
Unless you are doing something, there's no reason she shouldn't be able to see you. Everybody else can. Because people are probably like, looking?
not really.
Maybe?
No, they're not really paying attention to her. Our camera now pulls back, and we don't see her mouth moving anymore. We just see her writing in the book, but we continue as an audience to hear her words. Okay, it's the same day, but now I'm with the bearers of the amulet. It's so wonderful watching them as they experience the city for the first time, taking the aromatic candles on nearly every surface that keep the swamp smells away. Aurora Meyer is even beautiful when it's asleep. The inn they've settled on, Kitao Tavern, is a bit of an eccentric place. For one, its owner, Haruka, is still awake, drinking, and I don't know if I trust the look she has. So, entering this tavern, which is much closer to a traditional ryokan than a like European inn, but still a weird amalgamation of the two. You see this woman in what's almost like adventuring gear. Like she's got pants and a like tank top and a huge bottle of sake in one hand, and she's just sort of lounging there. She's got long purple black hair.
Excuse us.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
She,
How much for a room?
Depends on which room.
Excuse me?
She's sort of like she does an awkwardly familiar like walking her fingers up Mule's chest.
He backs the fuck up.
Well, in that case, it's let's say 20 gold per room.
Fine.
Were you just guessing? Did you just make that up?
She takes a swig of sake.
He puts down the money for all of it.
I can respect that.
And the room will hold all three of you.
Okay.
She'll take the coin.
So 60 gold, right?
Just 20.
Oh, okay.
Unless Mule wants his own room.
Yeah, a basic room will get you a large room with beds for 3 to 6 people and a table.
Nice.
She'll take the coin and like slip it into the tank top somewhere and say, "I am a mystery." And she like pokes Danjon's nose, just waiting to be solved.
Okay. And like Danjon's face just goes like red.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I like mysteries.
I don't think you like that one.
Oh. I'm sure he can speak for himself.
He really shouldn't, though. He really shouldn't.
Yeah, and Danjon's just getting like redder and redder and more awkward as this person is just like in his space.
She leans backwards unnecessarily over the like counter and grabs a key and then comes back and holds it, like dangles it in front of Danjon. For your room.
Oh, okay. If he like takes it.
Just like
Thank you.
everything should be in there. But if there's something you need, I'll be right down the hall.
Duly noted. Excuse us. Mule turns and goes.
I like papoose. I carry the papoose upstairs.
Yep.
Hup, hup, hup. All right.
We get to our room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's nice. It's
What furniture is in this room besides the bed?
I think it's like a tatami mat
Okay.
floor with like some nice cushy bed rolls and that sort of like small
Futon
mattresses.
situation.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
With a small sit down table in the center. And there's a sliding door that leads out to a balcony.
I flip the table up and put it in front of the door that leads into the hallway.
Is that... Do you usually do that?
I'll just pretend to not hear her. I imagine,
she's no longer
Danjin
buying
knows
it.
exactly what's going on, because I'm pretty sure being twins that she'd pretend like he was just invisible or didn't exist for like days at a time. I totally didn't do that with my sisters.
Oh, God.
If she looks like she's really not buying it, I'll kind of just be like kind of turn into a corner and be like, oh my God, there you are. They're not talking to themselves. Wow, what a surprise. No, I don't do that everywhere. Just sometimes. Usually I'm more prone to kick the door down than to barricade it, but
seems necessary in this case.
I mean, I feel fine, but I just
She seemed nice.
It seemed really uncomfortable. So,
what do you think the mystery was?
Well, if you want to find out, I'll move this table.
Meow just heaves the deepest
That
sigh.
sounds like a really good idea.
You think I should go?
No.
What?
Ultimately, it's up to you.
It's completely up to you.
You know what? Do whatever you want.
I don't know. I got some really intense vibes from her, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the point.
Mule is checking on Papu Slam and getting her water and things like that, and generally making sure her condition hasn't worsened further or something.
Go ahead and roll first aid.
Yup! It's fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Where is it? There it is.
That's real good.
He's good at doctoring.
As another day has passed, she is slipping. It's slow. I'm gonna not beat around the bush and just give you game terms. Her condition is going down by 1 every day.
Oh no.
No. All right.
Danjin goes and opens the door to wherever the balcony is to sort of look out on this city that we've come to.
It's amazing. It's because everywhere has these flickering candles. So and the buildings have gold trimming on most of them, and so it's just this sparkling orange gold expanse stretching out for probably like 2 miles.
Can I determine what would be a sensible place to look for help for Lan in this place? Like the kind of amenities that would make sense to go, like a temple or something.
Yeah,
or a doctor.
I mean,
or whatever.
So looking in the handbook real quick, first aid and healing might be the thing. There's probably a doctor or a priest or priestess of some kind in the town that you could look for.
Okay.
I think that's the setting equivalent to a hospital.
Sure.
So that would probably be your first thought.
Okay.
Are you all gonna stay here?
Isn't it like 2 in the morning or something at this point?
Yep.
It is very, very late, yeah.
He's going to go take a look around though and see if he can find it so they can go there.
If
first
you
thing
want
in
to
the
look for a
morning.
doctor and you want to go explore, I'll stay here and watch Papoose Lamb. Unless you want me to carry her with, but I don't think she should be moved more than necessary. Really.
She should rest.
So.
She's getting worse.
What happened to her?
Some sort of curse.
Oh.
Curse of Stillness.
Oh.
Do you know what that is?
No?
Your
said that
face
would-
said something different.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Fine, if you're not going to help, you're not obligated to. Excuse me.
He'll struggle a bit removing the table from
door.
Yeah,
because he's
I'll
not
move
very
it.
strong.
Yeah.
I'll just lift it up, like not even having to just lift it up and
he's
put it
probably
back down.
like kind of trying to do it on his own without asking for help, and then Kiro just
Yeah.
Really, are you going to go, Danjin? Or are you gonna stay?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna wait for me, Mule. I'm gonna follow.
Alright. Oh,
he doesn't wait, but he doesn't tell
Yeah.
you to stay.
Yeah.
I'll be back with them. She like slips through the door.
I can hold down the fort. Don't worry. Got this.
Yay, Papoose sitting.
We see the three of you go out the front door, and then we see the innkeeper Haruka come up to the door with like a pot of tea.
Mm-hmm.
And we just get like a silent conversation between her and Kira as she like looks into the room and sees that no one's there and shoves the tea into Kiro's hands.
She's like, yeah. The
Got
boys are
anything
gone.
stronger?
Go steal that sake bottle from us.
Yeah.
So, yes, you can absolutely find a doctor in town. There's like a big brass sign hanging in front of the door of a staff with a dragon's head, which I think is the symbol for medicine.
Yeah, so he'll just kind of take a walk around taking note of locations and things, and once they find that spot, check and see what the hours of operation are, so to speak.
The hours of operation are several hours from now.
Yeah.
But they're, reasonably most of the day.
Yeah.
And you can see there's a little sign for like if they're out on call and whatnot. So you know that they do house calls.
He'll take a moment and get into his book, pull out like some loose paper and leave a note of where they're located, and
Wait.
politely asking for assistance, please, as early as possible.
What are you doing?
Leaving a note for the doctor
Why?
so that they can come to us.
No, we're just gonna get them now. You're so rulesy, Mule. Just because the door says they're closed right now doesn't mean that they're actually closed right now. And then, okay, so Dan just gonna like look to see if he can see any lights on inside of the building that might signal that someone is actually here.
Meal's gonna knock on the
Absolutely.
door while
Yeah,
Danjin
absolutely
is
dark.
Absolutely dark.
Yeah, it's so late. All right, you knock.
While giving Danjin the dirtiest look the entire time.
I'm just gonna roll some dice real quick.
Hello? Hello?
All right.
Shut up.
That's a mighty voice.
He does have a mighty voice.
Don't,
Wow,
don't
you
make
have
him use the mighty voice, Mule.
You have a mighty voice.
If
You see-
use the mighty voice, I'm going to use my mighty elbow into your chin.
Jeez, you really like using that elbow.
You see a light bloom on upstairs.
See? Hello? We
And
really
you s-
need some help down here.
See the light, and you like get the
Jeez.
wind knocked out of you.
Yeah. Ow.
And then you can, Mule, looking through the windows, you can see a light come through a doorway, and there's a man with like a shaven head and like a night kimono, I guess.
I don't trust him.
Comes up literally with a candle and opens the door. Yes?
I'm sorry to
Hi.
bother you so late. We were just going to leave a message, but we have a friend who's very sick, cursed.
Cursed.
It's really important.
Okay.
She's getting worse by the day. Would you be able to come see her soon?
Yeah. Just give me a minute to grab my things.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Turns around and shuffles back into the shop, sets the candle down, gathers like a bag of instruments, and then, okay, where's your friend?
We're staying at the inn just up the street that way.
That Haruka lady, that's really mysterious.
Oh,
She's not that mysterious.
he eyes you up and down, Danjin, for a moment, and then closes and locks the door. All
She
right.
said she had a mystery. It was very strange.
This way.
You seem like a nice young man.
Thank you.
Mule will lead the way back.
All right. When you come back, Kira, have you pilfered the sake bottle?
I mean, if she wasn't gonna share, then no.
Okay.
I'll get some tomorrow.
So you get back to the room.
I'm just having a cup of tea, and I'm probably just looking through some of the things I've collected. I'm looking at the skull I got of that guy.
Yeah.
I'm talking to it. I'm like, that swamp really sucks. I know. And I like pour it a cup of tea, and then you guys come in. I'm like, poured you guys a glass of tea. Back so soon.
What were you doing
Nothing. Having tea.
with a skull?
No, I was just letting the steam clean it.
Is this the patient?
What?
Surprisingly, no.
No,
she's
this is
over
her
there.
usual self.
Okay.
Curse of weird. He'll guide him over to where Lamb is.
Yeah, he'll start to check on her and like do some tests and whatnot. And then he'll pull some various herbs out of the bag and begin grinding them with a mortar and pestle. What do you do while this is going on?
I serve everyone tea. Really nonchalantly.
Right.
Did you bring that skull with you?
Yeah, I've had it this whole time.
Where did you get it?
It's the like the skull from the fossil monster.
Oh, right.
You've got its head.
Yeah.
Mule is just anxiously drinking tea.
Very bizarre.
It's just been sitting in my bag. It's fine. I'm gonna turn it into something awesome. Just haven't decided what yet.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I drink.
You will just awkwardly drink tea
Yep.
for a bit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. After a time, he'll sigh. I've done what I can, but I think without finding whatever caused this, there's nothing more I can do.
I see.
Do that.
I'm very sorry.
It's fine. You did what you could. How much?
Don't worry about it.
He'll give him some coin for the trouble.
Yeah, he'll put a hand on your shoulder, like give it a light squeeze. He'll nod to the other two of you and then leave.
Thank you. Sorry for waking you.
Good
He
night.
waves it away. Good night.
Mjol,
What?
tell us more about this apparent evil nemesis that you have that would do this to Lamb. How come we didn't know
Wait,
about
you have
this?
a nemesis?
Yeah, he has an evil nemesis, and he hasn't told us about it yet.
That's kind of cool. But horrible.
It's cool, but I'm also kind of scared. So
You should be. He almost killed Sakura when we were in the Spring Temple in the City of Blossoms. Almost killed all of us, too.
why?
I don't know. He wanted the amulet. We wouldn't let him have it. So we fought. Anyway, he got away. And I went home after that to check on my family. I was afraid he might do something to them.
Were they okay?
Yeah.
So how do you know how do you know that he would do this? Is he following you? Have you seen him since?
There are signs. The was it Windy Knoll? I think was the chalk place, right?
Yeah, Windy Knoll's chalk.
There. Any place he goes, he tends to leave some sort of mark. And he'll kind of describe the like papery spirit thing.
Mm-hmm. The talisman creatures.
Yeah, the talisman creatures. The thing that might be Shikigami.
Oh, you're talking about
Because I know I nerd out about that stuff.
nerd.
Yep.
So how badly do you think he wants the amulet?
Badly enough, he'll kill people for it. Lamb's
Imagine,
been the one holding on to it. She's the only one it reacts to. I don't know why. I haven't been able to figure it out.
Well, if he's the only one that can fix this, then I think maybe we could lure him, find him with the amulet since he wants it so badly.
If he's around.
It sounds
But
like
who
he's the
knows?
type of arch nemesis that's got a really intense interest in all of us now.
I think you're giving us too much credit.
Well, maybe just the amulet then, but
I don't know if that's a good idea, but I don't know if we have a choice.
yeah, let's set some bait and
But
And he
What?
kind of he's been keeping the amulet box
Mm-hmm.
safe rather than just like tucking it in Papoose lamb or something.
Right.
He's
just
been keeping
sticking
it
it out next to her face.
God, that's an image. That's the omake version.
Summer's gonna love watching this episode.
You will papoose the whole
Yeah.
time. Because we
I
can.
think I just need to draw Papoose lamb and we can give it to her without context first.
yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, he'll take out the box with the amulet
We
Hero,
can't let him have it.
Yeah.
you know about trapping things. Maybe we can set a trap with the amulet.
We can try. Bait
I know he's
is-
not really an animal, right?
Yeah,
But
where people are a lot smarter than animals, typically.
No, he's not even human.
what?
So is he an animal?
No, he's some kind of demon or something.
Right.
Oh,
Well, I've
good.
never
Don't
gone
give
demon
the
hunting.
description.
Yeah.
Well, I've never gone demon hunting. Sounds like we've got bait. He'll show up again. I don't know. I don't hunt people.
And we'll be ready for him. And Danger like swishes his scarves.
Could we leave the bait out tomorrow?
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
4 in the morning.
That was a good idea.
Get some sleep.
Or if you do want to leave bait, just put it like under my pillow so he has to wake me up, and then I'll know.
These plans.
You wake up in the morning, Kira's cursed too.
No!
Hey,
Shimata! He'll put the box away.
Get some sleep.
Cool. And Kara pretty much just instantly like passes out.
yeah.
She
Hey.
just like deep into the futon.
Dragon friend, you've been pretty quiet.
Yeah, that's normal.
Is that what
That's
you're
what they
supposed to be
do.
doing?
Usually,
Oh, no.
I'm
Very...
not supposed to interfere with things unless I have to.
Okay, well. If you're just watching, maybe you can keep an eye on it tonight, right?
She just said they don't interfere. So whatever's going to happen is going to
No,
happen,
that's-
whether she's here watching or not.
Well, I was just trying. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Tangent curls up.
Neil's gonna finish his tea first.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly.
I'm getting a weird sort of feeling you don't like me very much.
I don't have any feelings about you one way or the other.
He's like this with everyone. And then he rolls back over.
Shut up, Danjin, I'm trying to sleep.
She smiles at the two of them. They're great.
I will smother you with a pillow.
They're strange, but fine.
Don't make me bring up Mr. Squiggles.
Shh.
Are you two going to go to bed or what?
Yeah, Danjin, go to sleep! Now!
You go to sleep! I am sleeping!
Oh,
You're not
shh.
sleeping.
If you could sleep, you wouldn't say
Winter sleep!
And they're out.
Casting it on them.
Yeah, we're fast asleep now.
Yep.
Listen, when the kids don't go to bed.
Neil's
so
gonna be a
good.
great dad someday.
He learned from the best.
Kiro
Oh,
has to
boy.
mom sometimes, but Danjin really brings out the sibling in her.
I love how I am constantly playing the youngest member of the party who is constantly the dad.
Yeah.
Not the first time this has happened.
You know, I think this may just say something about you, Jess.
I'm the dad friend.
Jess's dad friend confirmed.
Dad friend.
Right.
All right. Shall we move on to the next day?
Yeah.
Dear Diary, there's an energy in the air today, but I don't think it's a good one. Everyone seems to have a worried look on their face, and while I know why the travelers are upset, none of the locals, at least near the inn, are talking about what troubles them. The sky is as gray as everyone's mood as smoke rises from many forges, but hopefully the hot soup and other foods brought to the room will be enough to perk them up for the day. As we hear the end of that, we see Kuroi close her book and set it on her lap as you're sitting at your table with this, like, the spread of like 15 different plates.
I slept great last night. A little cold, but good night's sleep.
Let's
Will is
do
just placidly eating breakfast.
condition checks.
Oh boy.
So let's
Let's
see.
hope I got a good
You
night's
got a basic room, so there's no effect on your condition check for the day.
Woohoo. I don't think that makes it. It's not better than I had.
A 9? A 9's pretty good.
9?
Yeah.
It's good.
So with condition checks, you're not trying to beat a target number.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's just a general measure of how you're doing for the day. Jesus, Mule. Okay, so you got a 10 plus.
Listen, boy is determined. He's
You
on a
don't-
mission.
You do not say. So you get to boost one of your stats today.
Okay. Appropriately, I think boosting spirit is a good one.
All right.
He's filled with
Um,
righteous energy.
The food is pretty good. There's like there's some soup, like a miso soup kind of thing. There's some rice. There are like some little pickled vegetables. There's some natto, which I don't know if any of your characters are into, but
Kira would be into it.
Jess and
Kira's-
Mule are a hard nope on that one both.
I can't eat it, but Kira's gonna be all about it.
Nasty.
Yep, Danjin will eat any. So
yeah,
I mean, it's
it's
probably better than Kira's cooking, so
it's-
she's like,
fermented red beans, right?
It's
If I
fermented
remember correctly.
soybeans.
Soybeans.
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's very strong.
Basically rotten edamame.
Janaya in chat. It's
Yeah.
delicious,
Yeah.
but stringy.
yeah.
That's a very kind way of putting it.
Kira eats it all up. If you're not gonna eat yours, Mule, I'll eat it.
Please.
Imagine it, like the animation of Kiro eating is like.
Yeah, it's
Plates are just stacking around her.
1000%
Girl-
Usagi.
Girl likes to eat.
Yeah.
Burns a lot of calories. She
Kiro is Kiro is
Yeah.
every 90s anime heroine.
Yeah. And we can see afterward, Kiro, you just like lay down on the floor and you're rendered with like a half circle as your stomach. It's like bigger than the rest of you.
and then like two cut flashbacks to her later. It's fine. She's like, all right, and better.
Yeah.
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 Had to take those 2 minutes to digest.
Haruka will come back in after a little while to collect her plates. So, what are you doing on the town today? Maybe I could close up shop, come with?
We're hunting a demon.
Oh. See, it's a dramatic day for everyone then.
This isn't the most dramatic thing you've heard all day.
Oh, you haven't heard.
Haven't heard what?
The Duchess was supposed to get married this morning, but the Ducal Prince never showed up.
I look at Mule.
What?
Like, is there something you're not?
I haven't actually given anybody in the group his official title.
I imagine Danjin somehow just knows. He knows all about you guys.
Yeah.
He's got like a little
Talk
notebook.
about it.
It's a little creepy, man.
He pulls out a poster and it's got like lines connecting pictures and stuff. So, Miel was born 16 years ago and
God, the whole lineage. Fuck, man. I'm disturbed now.
Yeah.
What prince was that?
Oh, what was his name? Yumeji Kota?
Oh,
says Kuroi, which Haruka does not hear. I don't know. Yume something.
Yumeji Kota?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Mm.
Are you familiar with him?
No,
Am I
no.
legitimately though?
You probably know the name, but like almost certainly never
There's-
met.
There's like a bunch of them. It's fine.
Yeah. You're
Uh,
familiar with his parents.
I've heard of him.
We're getting married today.
They were supposed
Not if he's
to.
not here.
Maybe
Maybe he forgot.
Well, that would be hard since he was staying at the Duchess's palace.
So, what? He left?
That's what people are saying. Saying it bodes poorly for relations between the cities.
Yes, it would. It would be very bad. That's not a thing you do.
Mule looks a
Maybe
little
he just
pale.
forgot.
More pale than normal.
Hero takes. Well, no one has any idea what. Did he just run out into the swamp? That place is got a lot of leeches.
Yes, it
Lots
does.
of leeches. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we should check it out. See what everyone else is saying. Maybe there's some. Maybe he's just real tired.
You appear to be having a tech difficulty. Jolie, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, each time I said something, it would just freeze on me, and I
Oh
was like,
no!
Oh no.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you were
Okay.
coming
Nope.
through.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Could
It's
you
just-
hear me say maybe he forgot?
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that's the last
Every
thing.
time I said it, it would just freeze. I was like, oh no.
No!
I don't know. I forget lots of things. So
Yes, you do.
Well, it might not hurt to see if there's any relation. They're close enough that it could be. Where exactly is the Duchess's house, if we might trouble you?
Oh, I can draw you a map. Here, and she'll like slide a piece of paper in front of you and then move around behind you to like draw it over your shoulder.
Mule looks incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is that. It's right in the center of town.
Also, how old is she?
Probably in her early to mid 30s.
Okay, that's extremely uncomfortable.
Kira's just like amused, but she's trying to not look amused. She's just like,
Yeah, there's not even blushing. It's just not. Nah. Cringe. Lots of cringe.
Thank you.
You're
Well,
very welcome.
Right. Excuse me.
And extract himself.
She'll take the dishes from your breakfast and leave you be. At least long enough to carry them somewhere else. Whether or not she returns,
yeah.
we shall see.
Ugh.
Now, I've seen cougars before, but never like that.
Do you think she'd let off if I told her how old I am?
I don't think so.
It's a possibility, but then she could just move to Danjin. Danjin, you're legal.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, you can give it a go.
No, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
You were so curious about our mysteries last night. Now, it's...
Yeah, I think I know what the mysteries are now. I don't want to.
And it just got quite the education.
Oh, see to sleep on it. Figured it out. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Nightmares.
Weird dreams. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
It's all right. Just gonna pat you on the back.
Yeah. He gets like red again.
Yeah. Neil just takes off his coat, shakes it out, and puts it back on.
Yeah, you can try it. It's worth a try, Mule.
yeah. Anyway, we should maybe go pay a visit to the Duchess and see if we can find out what's going on.
All right. Let's go crash a not wedding.
Are we
Right.
leaving Lamb here? What are we doing with Lamb?
Well, I don't think she's going anywhere. I look over at her and her little papoose. Speaking of which, I'll go over and I like because we have like beds now. Instead of like papoosing her, I'm just gonna tuck her into the bed.
Yeah.
You like lift the mattress to tuck the sheet and she sticks to the mattress.
Yeah. I tuck the sheet around her too.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but we have the amulet, so I don't think there's any reason not to leave her here.
Okay.
She's probably better off not moving around as much.
So, let's go.
All right.
He'll straighten his ascot, head out the door.
Okie doke. I know Mule's father is an important noble, but I'm still surprised the Duchess would give him an audience given the circumstances. Nevertheless, we've been allowed entrance into the extravagant palace. Even from the outside, it was magnificent, towering over the city candle, itself an enormous fixture in the center of town. But inside, the walls are adorned with paintings of soft lighting and gilded in gold reaching all the way to the ceiling some 6 meters above us. The Duchess is sitting on a beautiful plush couch, her red hair still done up in a bridal fashion, and her boyfriend sits anxiously nearby. So the Duchess, who you are familiar with, Mule, I don't know that you've interacted with her directly. She's fairly young for a Duchess. She obtained the position pretty recently. But she is Himawari Aiko, Aiko being her first name.
All right. Thank you for taking the time to meet with us, Duchess.
Of
He'll
course.
give a quite proper bow.
She'll incline her head in acknowledgement of your bow.
Kira will try to emulate it.
Which is probably really hilarious because he's bowing as a young lord. Should.
Yeah, roll Dex int.
Okay. Dex.
We'll see
He's
how
like
well you
doing
do at
the like
copying.
make a leg thing.
Yeah.
Dex. And
Well, now I want to do this too.
Okay, you can also roll Dex int.
But I think Danshin's going to curtsy because he has his skirt and scarves.
Jesus.
Okay.
Dex int?
Yeah. You do a passable version, Kiro, but it's not.
It's just socially weird.
Yeah.
she doesn't know. She just thinks that's what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
And Danjin does a fantastic curtsy, which is not really appropriate to the situation, but
But
Impressive nonetheless.
if it were, it would be perfect.
it's beautiful, just socially weird.
Yeah.
Uh,
Please sit.
my condolences for your situation.
So you've heard.
Yes, it sounds as though everybody's talking about the lack of a wedding.
She closes her eyes and grimaces a little bit, and the man next to her will put a hand like comfortingly on her wrist.
He's kind of watching these two, like, okay, but not saying anything.
Apologies for the rudeness. This is my beau, Ichiro Todomatsu.
Is there something going on?
Oh. Yes. the two of us are in a relationship, but he is not of noble birth, so we cannot marry. But...
Oh.
Which is not to say that I don't love Kota. I do. There was more writing on that.
Of course. I understand. I'm sorry for the rudeness, for being intrusive.
You're not the first, Mule.
Well,
I fear that might be what has brought me to this situation.
Do you have any idea of what happened to him?
No. I thought everything was perfect. I said goodnight to him last night and got ready for today. Went to the temple and he never arrived.
Was anything in his room disturbed? Messed up?
I couldn't bring myself to look. But my servants went looking for him and he wasn't there. He said that this arrangement would work for him. But I suppose maybe the people were right.
Meaning what?
I don't have to tell you that this isn't a standard noble practice. But I can't be someone I'm not.
Right. It's definitely not a standard practice. Are his things still there? There's no clue at all what happened?
She looks at you quizzically. Pardon me for being so forward, but why do you ask?
Well, it's not that we necessarily think it's related, but we have a friend who's... He starts to kind of say sick and is like cursed. Without knowing if he was just gone or just didn't wake up or something was covered up, we thought maybe it was worth investigating and seeing if something similar had happened.
That's right. My apologies, I forgot. You carried the amulet last season.
And this season.
Yes.
Oh. So I suppose this is the sort of thing you get up to.
Lately, yes.
Well, I would love to believe that something kept him from me, and that it's not that he didn't grow cold feet. So if you think you can help, I'll gladly let you look through his chambers.
Is there anyone else who could benefit from this marriage not going through? Either on his side or yours?
His parents obviously weren't thrilled. He told me that he had helped them sort of see things our way. But it is no secret that if this falls through, and things in the city aren't going to be smooth.
Are his parents in town as well? Or did they stay back in their city?
They remained at home to look over affairs there.
Did anyone come with him? Or did he come by himself?
His servants? Some of them, I think. She looks over at Ichiro, and he nods in confirmation.
Have they seen anything odd, peculiar?
Ichiro will speak up. We haven't had much time to look deeply into things, as I'm sure you can understand.
Yeah, of course.
It was all very, very sudden.
Right. Well, if we could take a look, we'll see what we can find out and try to help.
If there's anything magical involved, I could probably figure it out for you. Maybe.
If there's a chance, of course, yes. Ichiro, will you show them to his chambers, please? Yes. Is there anything that I can get you while I'm away? No, I'll be fine. I just want some space. He'll nod and stand up right this way. And
You'll follow along.
You are led out into the expansive palace. It's pretty impressive even to you, Mule. Like I think the manor that you have in the City of Blossoms is a notable structure, but it's not a palace by any stretch. And the amount of wealth present in Aurora Mire means that their ducal palace is something to behold.
Pretty dope.
Is your house like this, Mule? This is pretty nice.
Not quite this big, no.
Voice echoes.
It's cozier.
Right, winter, cold, got it.
Alright. It's strange walking into a room that's been abandoned suddenly. Prince Yumeji's room is the room of someone prepared to get married. His clothes are draped carefully over the fine lacquer privacy screen, and the makeup at the vanity has been nervously misplaced. I'm trying not to get in the way while the travelers do what they do, but I can't help but feel like I should be doing more.
Probably while she's writing that, Mule is like moving her gently aside and
yeah. Exactly. And there's like this enormous 4-poster bed. Everything is...
First place I look is under the bed.
Alright, you look under the bed and you find nothing.
Alright, good.
Check the blankets.
Yeah.
Wait, everyone. Wait, slow down.
What?
Just don't move everything too much, because you're going to shake up all of the spiritual energy in the room. Trying to get like a read. Just let me get a read, okay?
Right, well,
do whatever it is you're
I
going
was
to do.
running away from a wedding. I would take my shit with me.
Go ahead.
Be quiet.
Go ahead and roll a Holy Vision check.
Okay.
Vision.
Got it. Starts drumming his ukulele. Dum, 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 dum. Hey, spirits.
Ishiro will look at you strangely.
He does this.
Dum, 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 dum.
I think you feel a little bit nervous because you're way out of your element here, and now everyone in the room is staring at you as you do this, and you can't quite suss out You like can't quite make contact with the spirits here. It's too far removed from what you know.
Maybe it's not working. He like
And-
hits his ukulele again.
Yeah. And because you're not actually doing what that skill is supposed to do, I'm not going to give you the negative effects.
Okay.
Neil's gonna look around for signs of hidden exits and the like.
Kira's gonna look for signs of struggle or abduction.
All right, the two of you can both roll perception,
Okay.
which is on the sheet.
She's like, he obviously was kidnapped. He left all his stuff here.
Eh.
Wow, so it's Kiro that finds it. Kiro rummaging through the room, turning things over, looking behind the privacy screen, picking up everything on the vanity.
Lift up the rug.
You see on the vanity a pendant. There's a charm on just a braided black leather string. And the charm is that of a human face with two curling ram's horns on the side. And as
You know what this is?
Let me
as you
see.
hold that up, we are at the top of an hour of the hour, and we're going to go to our final break, as Mule definitely recognizes that.
I'm just
Yeah.
like,
So,
looks almost like a sheep. But a face. Like a person.
we're going to step away for a little bit, and when we come back, we will see in the like the little bit rate monitor in the bottom right is like red, green, yellow, red, green.
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
that's not good.
Having a rave.
Yeah. So, YouTube, if this part of the episode looks weird, I'm sorry. All right. This we're gonna call that's our break. We took a break.
Yeah.
I
That
didn't
was
take a
that was a
break,
break.
but we took a break. So you have found this this pendant. What would you like to do?
Hey, look, it's like a sheep with a person's face.
He like grabs for it.
I'm taller than you.
She is.
Well, then let me see that. And then Danton tries to grab it from you.
Could someone just have some manners? We are in a palace. Thank you. Here, would you all like to look at this?
Yes, please.
Yes, Kiro.
Thank
And
you.
I'll hand it to Mule.
He'll look to Ichiro.
Did you see this? Did he come in with this?
No, I don't think so.
Anytime we ran into curses left by him, there was one of these.
Oh,
The arch nemesis.
The who?
Someone trying to stop us from delivering the amulet. Someone very dangerous.
I see.
He was stabbed in the eye, so he's pretty angry.
I
Shouldn't
can
be
imagine.
Easy to recognize.
We're gonna find him, though. We've already figured out a way to trap him.
He's gonna stash the amulet.
so kidnapping.
So
basically.
there is magic involved here.
Probably.
Yes, definitely.
Wonderful.
And I felt it, for sure.
I'll let Aiko know.
If I may, Ichiro,
Yes.
what are your feelings on the whole matter?
It's a tragedy. She's devastated.
You're not
Did
jealous
you-
or anything?
Of course not.
It's okay to be jealous if you are.
What? Did
But
you
I'm
know the
not.
prince?
Yes, I've been here while she was getting to know him. He seemed nice.
Is there any way we
Alright.
can talk with like his servants that you said to come with him? Maybe they saw something, heard something strange.
Yes, I'll see if I can have somebody round them up for you.
Please.
Thanks.
He'll nod and go to do those things.
Mjol's gonna do a little bit of poking at that creepy ass amulet.
Okay.
What
What kind of poking?
The magical kind.
Okay.
I did
Which-
the physical kind.
Don't really necessarily have a spell for it per se, but he's just kind of gonna like sense if he can sort of determine what the deal is with the magic inside it.
Okay.
Uh,
Go
to see if I
ahead.
can find which way the kidnappers left.
Go ahead and roll a sense check then.
okay.
Would this be different from the stage skill?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's clearly magical, but
It's creepy and it's magical. Neat.
that's you don't learn anything new from this.
Maybe if we broke it.
Did
Hmm.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I have no
Actually-
idea.
Actually,
So Dylan, I know
Mhm.
that I used the thing to try and find something magical.
But you
Could
have not.
now that we
you
actually
have not
have
yet.
it, could I actually like try and study it?
Yeah, you could touch it and use Holy Vision for its actual purpose here.
Okay.
He's gonna set it on the table.
All right. Okay, Mule, do you mind if I give it a shot?
just be careful.
Okay, spirits, wherever you are, be really nice if you could give us some information about this thing, please. And then he just starts drumming on his ukulele.
No, unfortunately. As you reach out toward it, you can feel this spiritual potential between your hand and the pendant. And when you get close, there's an arc of electricity that zaps your hand.
Ooh, ow!
And
Are you
when you
alright?
fail on a Holy Visions check, you receive muddled 6.
Ooh, I thought it was on a fumble.
Oh, is it a fumble?
I think it's only on a fumble.
Okay, if it's only on a fumble, you're fine.
Okay,
But it definitely it does zap you.
It bites you.
that was rude.
And there's a small
Are you all right?
crack that rings through the room.
What was that?
I don't know. I was trying to talk to the spirits, and they got really mad.
Maybe don't do that again.
Maybe we should
Um,
break it.
Let me try something.
He pulls
Alright.
out the box with the seasonal amulet and sets it down next to it,
All right.
keeping a hand on the box.
Yeah, as you set the box down, the pendant slides across the table away from it until it hits
Like that, do you?
the edge of one of the there's a makeup tray and it hits that.
Oh
and
my gosh,
stops.
there's magnets! And I like move it.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't like the magic that's inherent in the seasonal amulet.
Or there's magnets. Try moving it on the other side.
He does so.
Yeah.
Shunk to the other side of the table.
And then I go back to looking for kidnapping clues.
Yeah, Danchin just looks at Mule like, Sorry.
He gathers both up and tucks them back away. Which is probably interesting if it's trying to get away from the other box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
you
it's
can't
fighting,
you
like,
can't like
yeah.
tuck them in the same places, but yeah, you can obtain
No,
both of them.
he doesn't try to keep them close to one another. He deliberately keeps them on opposite sides.
After a short time, Aiko will arrive. You found something?
Yes, this was left here, and he'll show her the creepy amulet.
She takes it.
Ooh, be careful. It bites.
At best,
She
if
looks at you a little weird for a second.
It does.
It's got evil magic in it.
Can you use it to find whoever did this?
I know who tends to leave them lying around. But usually leaves them with people. They tend to have some sort of an effect on them.
Well, if something was being done to Kota with this, do you have no way of finding them?
We have something that might bring them out of hiding, which is what we were planning on doing, but I don't know if we want to do that in the middle of your city. He's dangerous.
Hands it back to you. Whatever you do to find him, I'm coming with you.
What? You can't leave your city?
She stands up
What are they going to
straight,
do
like
without you?
like a full foot taller than you, Mule,
Yeah.
and you get the like, oh, you've seen this face on your dad before. I will do as I see fit, Prince Adelstein.
Well, I certainly can't stop you.
Glad you've come around so quickly.
Just be careful.
Of course.
You're not expendable like some others here.
Kira just looks over at Danjin like,
I appreciate your concern.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, chat. I promise he's not actually the worst.
Well.
So, are we going demon hunting now?
yeah, I think that's
Whatever
what we're
plan
doing.
you have, I would prefer not to wait.
Right.
Fair.
Well, if you're going to be involved, Duchess, I think it bears explaining to you a little more in detail.
And he will give her the lowdown of the past encounters. Pretty much the same story he told these two.
Okay.
Mhm.
She'll
So that she's caught up.
yeah, she'll nod through it. She seems to understand.
It's not an enemy to make lightly. You still sure you want to do this?
Without a doubt.
Okay. Is there a place in the area that we could go that you know of in this swamp? Somewhere advantageous?
I'm afraid I haven't left the city for the surrounds all that often.
What about Ichiro?
Perhaps? I can ask. I'm gonna hand wave that a little bit. Ichiro does
Sure.
like there's no specific place outside the city that's like this would be a good place to have a showdown with a demon.
This is a great
'cause
place to stage an ambush.
That's not the sort of thing most people think about. But there is a whole swamp out there.
A place that has some dry land.
Hero
Well,
would maybe while they're
right.
talking about it would go scouting because
Okay.
she knows about hunting and luring and traps. Maybe try to
Kira,
find a good area.
Yeah.
You actually, hell yeah!
Find an alligator,
Roll
and I
me a
punch
tracking check. Roll me a tracking check.
Okay.
And actually, do I want to do that? No, I don't want to. I don't want to kill my Ryujin. Okay.
Oh!
This
A
poor
12.
precious baby.
Okay, perfect. You got a good look at several of the shoes, and boots and whatnot in Kota's chambers, and you see a very similar set of footprints just outside the city.
Guys! I'll actually
What?
like blow on my conch horn if they're not like right with me. And,
Okay.
We come running.
Yeah.
What is it? What did you
Yeah.
find?
footprints from missing ducal prince.
Oh. Well,
Good job.
I'm a hunter. Didn't know I was a prince hunter till now, but
apparently you are.
We
Congratulations.
should follow them.
all right.
Let's go.
You ever get lost, mule? I'll know how to find you. And
He just kind of like lifts one boot and looks at it and starts walking again.
The prince's trail led us out of the city and into the swamp. I don't like it here, and it doesn't seem like Mule does either. What with the bubbling pools and hanging moss, but I guess this is the sort of stuff heroes do, right? Mukuro's got it easy with his wings. Sad face. And I'm going to need a...
I get like a little mud, and like on my other cheek, I do like 2 lines so that it matches my tattoo lines.
Looking like a badass.
And actually, you already passed the tracking check I would have made you roll here, so you're good.
Ooh,
You tracked them boots.
do.
Your boots were made for tracking.
Uh,
After an uncomfortably long trek through the swamp, we found a shack on a small patch of dry ground. The travelers looked tense, and I can't tell if the look on Mule's face is determination or some grim displeasure.
or just his face.
Or just his face.
Honestly.
She doesn't write that, though.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he just always looks that way.
Is he actually angry or does he just look angry? Well,
Get my glaive out.
I'm just gonna run in there.
run in. He's
Uh,
gonna grab Danjin
hello?
by the back.
Hello?
No! I get in front.
Hmm? You can faintly hear a voice inside.
See, did you hear that?
I run up and I kick the front door down!
Alright. Boom!
Yes.
The
Hold on.
roll strength. Yeah, you have a thing for this. Alright, you kick the door, it slams open. It smashes against the wall. It breaks through the wall a little bit out into the outside. Pokes a plank back out. Inside, you see
Danjin gave us away. I had to keep the element of surprise.
you see a young man about Aiko's same age, sitting in a chair. He's got a really nice blouse on, and his fingers are covered in rings. And then behind him, with her arms sort of just draped around his neck, you see a woman about 5'8", with long white hair, a pair of horns, and a blue skin. Hello. I wasn't expecting any visitors.
Got my glaive out and I'm just like, hi.
Danjon's just getting ordered to look inside.
Mill tosses the book in the air. It floats and starts glowing, and his hand is at the ready for casting.
Somebody had better do some explaining. Fast.
I don't know what there is to explain.
He's supposed to be getting married to her yesterday.
Aiko, like, runs
Today.
up. Kota! He looks at her sort of strangely and just reaches up a hand to hold on to one of the woman's hands. I'm sorry. I know you nobles aren't used to rejection, but Kota has made his decision.
Then
He
why
likes
doesn't he
me.
do the talking? Coda.
It's true. I love Varun with all my heart.
Do you really?
I do.
How long have you known each other?
He looks up and smiles at her. Only a day, but it feels like forever.
What about I kind of like gesture behind me towards the nobility of the town.
To Aiko?
Aiko. Yes, Aiko. I was like, name. Got it.
I'm sorry, Aiko. Once I knew what it was like for my whole heart to belong to someone, I just couldn't go through with it.
Kiro,
Yeah,
you do something for me.
sure.
Gonna take the amulet, toss it to her, and
Smash it.
Finally, you let me break it.
The
and I
pendant?
I'm gonna, yeah.
All right. Oh, that's a shame. You slam the haft of your glaive into it. Roll strength.
Okay. Well, let's see. Change that phrasing.
Yeah.
I will kick your pendant in.
Oh,
I
no!
will break this amulet. No!
Dink!
Can I use a I should have said it before. A fumble point. I forgot
fumble
they
points are
existed.
beforehand.
I forgot. You had
fumble
those because
points-
we failed so much. I've
Yeah.
never had one before today.
The haft of your glaive just bounces off of it. Oh, thanks for returning that to me. She reaches out and it flies through the air into her hand.
Can I try to catch it?
Yeah, roll dex.
Okay.
Roll that dex.
Actually, dex strength, because you have to hold on to it once you've caught it.
Sure.
You reach for it and get a grasp around the leather strap, and then it snaps in your hands. And the pendant flies into her palm.
I broke part of it. The haft bounced.
What do you want from him?
Just love. What does anyone want from anyone?
That's completely ridiculous. What do you really want?
So opinionated.
It's
Why
not
do
the
you
worst thing
always...
people have said about me?
Why do you always think you're right?
Because I usually am.
What reason do I have to lie to you?
Everybody always has an ulterior motive, so we're just curious as to what yours is.
What's your ulterior motive?
I have someone else I'm trying to help. This is part of the situation.
On the way, really.
How so?
If Thought they might be related, but apparently you're not him.
Am I not who you were looking for?
No. At least I don't think so.
Sorry to disappoint. Who are you looking for?
Looks a little bit like you.
Just a second. I need to go yell at my roommates.
Uh-oh. All right, so game plan time.
Yeah.
Well, the GM is away.
The players will plan poorly. All right. So, like, while she's monologuing, a bit like, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
arguing, I'll shank her. You do whatever it is you
I'll
do.
keep her talking.
And
I can
you
just...
mighty voice away.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
We have a plan. I mean, welcome back.
Maybe I can help you find him. I'm very good at finding people. She squeezes Kota's hand.
So am I. I gesture
Not
to the
lying.
footprints.
The prince is prince.
We have so much in common. Maybe we should spend more time together.
You seem very familiar.
Kira at that point just goes, and her face just goes, woof, like a shade of pink.
Yeah.
Out of character question because I
Yes.
straight don't remember. Did we ever actually get Ishma's name?
Yes.
Okay.
He did tell you his name.
I
if
feel like
remember
he said
correctly.
it at some point.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say that without
Yeah.
And you know, if the fucking hacks that made the OVA forgot to include that part, that's their fault. It was in the manga, so
Yeah. So whatever. Continuity. We're following the manga from here on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you know a man named Aishma?
Aishma. Aishma, you're out
Mhm.
here worried about him? Oh, you're serious?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Little brother is getting himself into trouble, isn't he?
Little brothers do that.
She puts a hand on Kota's head and pulls it back. What do you think, dear? Should we be nice or not? At this moment, Aiko bursts past you into the room. And you see, we get like this, this series of slow-mo shots. We see Aiko like, jumping basically toward Kota, and we get like a close-up shot of Varun's eye as it just like shifts to look at her, and we see a smile creep across her face. And then Aiko is holding onto Kota, and you see him like shake and look around. What is what? Aiko. How bothersome. I guess it was true love after all. She drops the pendant and you see it shatter on the ground.
That was a test? What?
I hate to talk and run, but this clearly isn't working out for me. Maybe next time we'll get to talk a little longer.
I mean, talking's not bad, right? Like, talking is...
She
Civil?
walks
Wait.
past the two nobles and toward you. May I? She gestures toward the door.
Not without answering a...
The door that's like smashed through the wall.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like gesturing at the doorway, really. What's that?
Can we ask you something?
You can
Yeah.
always ask.
Do you know something about the Curse of Stillness?
Ah. I might. It was never really Aishma's territory, if that's what you're wondering.
That answers one question.
She walks past you outside and then turns back over her shoulder. I do hope Lamb recovers soon, though.
Wait!
And she
he's
disappears.
chasing her.
No.
I look outside for an alligator to punch.
There's like, we get the derpiest looking alligator with like two eyes looking like all over the place. And just we see it fly
Twinkling in
over
the
the
sky.
treetops.
It's just like there's the twinkle in the sky and it disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Someone somewhere else like falls out of a tree in front of them. Drop gators!
Didn't
Crikey.
weird flashbacks to the birthday stream.
Yeah.
Not the tree alligators.
Oh god. Yeah, Mule, after trying to chase, basically just kind of drops to his knees and is just sort of sitting there.
Tracks. I looked. Should punch a gator, you'll feel a little bit better.
I'll leave that to you.
If I punch it, something else. I tried. Just kind of just like pat on your shoulder. It,
He doesn't really seem to notice one way or the other. But he'll get up to his feet and brush off somewhat absent-mindedly and look to where Aiko and Kota are.
We should get back.
yeah, lovebirds, let's get back. You can still have your wedding today. It'll just be an afternoon one instead of a morning one. Let's get going. I'm sure the cake's still available. Let's go.
Um,
Can we crash your reception? Because we kind of help facilitate this. Hear this food.
of course.
Let's go.
And you go. The love Aiko and Kota have for each other is evident in the way they gaze in each other's eyes and in the occasional innocuous touches. Kota brushing Aiko's hair behind her ear, Aiko placing her hand softly on Kota's back as he steps over a log. It's hard to think that this love would have been lost if it weren't for the travelers. I understand why Mikoto follows them now. And I think I understand why he left them to me, Diary. I'm going to talk to Mule, but I don't think I'll share what he says. I hope you understand. And we see Kuroi close her journal, and it sort of like just disappears into space.
It's a fun trick.
She walks over to Mule. Hi.
Yes?
How are you holding up?
Fine.
No, really, look. And you're a little ways back from the group. They can't hear you. My book's gone.
You really don't know a way to help?
I've only ever heard of the Curse of Stillness from Black Ryujin. But
Should have figured.
I don't think there's any curse that exists that can't be broken.
I just have to figure out how.
I think I'm not the first dragon you've talked to, right?
No.
Well, I think maybe you already know what you have to do. I think it starts with being honest with yourself.
Yeah, well, doesn't always work that way. When this is all done, I need to go home. I can't tell her.
But maybe you should. I mean, she can't hear you now, right? But just
Yeah.
holding on to all of this, I can see it. I'm sure the others can see it, even if they don't know what it is, but it's weighing you down.
Well, it's not like it's going to matter if I can't break the curse. So, I have to figure that out first. Whatever it takes.
Look, I'm not supposed to get too hands-on with these sort of things, but... And she plants her feet and grabs you by, like, the front of your shirt and pulls you close. Mule Adelstein, you listen to me. If you keep ignoring what's going on around you, and then she, like, jabs you hard in the chest, and in here, things are only going to get worse, okay?
Okay.
So stop it. Or at least work on it.
Okay.
The group of you, like, look back to see what's going on, and you see her, like, straightening her was like Mule's like
post manhandling a terrified mule.
Yeah.
I give her an approving nod.
She waves.
You should meet my sister Lena. I think you two would like each other.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time in the City of Snow.
Somehow that's not surprising.
Well, I have a wedding to be at that I was maybe supposed to be at this morning.
Then go do that.
I think you have somewhere you need to be.
Yeah.
She leans back into frame. I mean, the inn. With Lamb.
I know.
Okay.
Weddings aren't really my thing.
Kira's like, going to a wedding.
She's like ready.
Like she picks up some swamp flowers and just.
Listen, Mule has a ritual for Kiro. if she wants to be very pretty.
Yeah, she will accept this ritual.
Oh boy, what is it?
A little beauty, the glow up spell, as I affectionately
Oh.
call it.
Do you have a chant for
Ooh.
it yet?
I do not. It's like a 1-hour ritual, but basically the target's hairstyle and hair color are changed.
Well,
Makeup is applied to fit a desired image.
Well, they do
And it
gotta
lasts
prep
for
for
a
the
day.
wedding.
Lasts
So
for a day.
we got an hour. We're walking back through.
Yeah, you can do that as you're walking through the swamp,
Yeah.
but they don't go back to the palace and then get ready. They just go straight to
Well, good.
the temple
I'm ready
covered
already.
in mud.
Yeah.
You are the prettiest person there by
Yep.
comparison.
She
and so-
Oh,
looks like a queen.
She'll even let her hair
Yeah.
down.
She looks like a tropical queen.
we get a couple sort of montagey shots of the wedding ceremony. These two disheveled nobles and Kiro standing there being like, "Yeah!"
And with sparkles.
Yep.
Like she's trying to play it off cool, but she's super giddy. So she's
Yeah,
just like,
the priest briefly mistakes you for the Duchess.
"Oh no, I'm gonna stand in the back until the reception time." And this cake.
And back at the inn. Mule, what do you do?
Well, he's going to do the usual, making sure she's okay.
Yeah.
The typical medical tending very, very carefully. Check on her again, make sure she's alive.
She is.
Danjin was really worried about her too, so I think he followed along, and is sort of just hanging out in the room, playing, like, noodling on his ukulele.
Why aren't you at the wedding?
I don't care about the wedding. I'm worried about the boss.
Could you leave?
Oh. Do you not? I can stop playing.
No, could you just leave
You-
the room?
Oh, okay. He, like, looks at you and then looks at Lamb and kind of like, okay. And then he leaves the room.
What an abrasive boy.
Play some
Look-
music. Get
But
the
then,
reception.
literally, as the door
Listen.
closes, you hear the ukulele playing just outside.
He's just kind of gonna listen for a while and is like, okay, never mind. Doesn't say anything, but he leans in and he leaves a little kiss on Lamb's forehead.
And as that happens, we get like the theme song to the show. And and we see Lamb's eyes crack open. And that is where we are going to end our episode tonight. So, this has this has been our Ryuutama game. Before we talk about scheduling and stuff, let's do outros. That was fun. Jess, tell people where they can find you. Where can they find your rude boys?
All of them. Sadly, the nice one is the one that doesn't get streamed. I'm Little Cup of Joe on Twitter and Twitch, and if you liked the smooching you just saw, you can follow me in like about an hour to my channel where there will not be more smooching, but there will be romance and tragedy and samurai that are hot. Other than that, I'm on Encounter Roleplay on Tuesdays with Lindy, doing some Vampire the Masquerade. I am on I run a Ryuutama game. I remember all the things I do. I swear I do. I run a Ryuutama game on Thursday nights on Scraticus's channel that is way different from this one. I'm here every Saturday doing whatever the fuck Dylan wants me to do. And I am every other Monday on Off the Table with Summer, who's not here right now. Doing Invisible Sun with Mr. Grant Ellis, the bad boy of D&D, and who does a lot of Monty Cook stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. But yeah, Hakuoki next. I'm gonna go do that after we're done here.
Be there or be square, but preferably
Be there or
be
be happy.
I mean, I wasn't gonna
Be there
say
or
it.
don't cry.
Summer, real quick, I just want to say Summer did a fantastic job of role-playing Unconscious Lamb tonight. She didn't say
She was
she didn't
so
say
good at being
anything.
swaddled.
But you can. Her links
She's
are on
been
the
here
screen.
this whole time on our Zoom call.
Totally. Her links are on the screen. You can find her on Twitter at justasummerjob and on Twitch at off_the_table, where she hosts a shitload of games, in addition to a weekly GM advice show on Thursdays, which I believe just that just started back up. Season 5 on Thursday. I was on it. It was great. And I think they're going to be back next Thursday. And yeah, definitely check that out. Jolie.
Should I?
Hi, I'm Jolie. This is the only thing I'm really doing right now in terms of role-playing games. But like I mentioned at the beginning of the episode today, I want to start doing more and GM Burning Wheel soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. That's about it.
Awesome.
I had fun. Thanks, Percy.
Tristan supports him.
Thanks, Tristan.
Dungeon was fantastic tonight. Your spirit bullshit was well timed.
Tangent's a sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I get it.
All right.
We'll be friends eventually.
Someday. Lindy.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Lindy, what about you?
Hi.
Where's your
You
stuff?
can find me all over the interwebs on basically all social medias as Laugh Love Lindy, where I play a lot of tabletop role-playing games. I will be playing some spoopy video games, or spoopy, depending on which ones I decide on, during the month of October. If it's not spoopy, it's gonna be like Castlevania, because vampires are October-y.
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So stay tuned. It's exciting. Check me out on, again, Account of Roleplay with Jess every Tuesday afternoon, evening for some Vampire the Masquerade. And then on my channel, I'm going to be starting up a Mists of Ravenloft campaign soon, an hour after Vampire ends. Right now we're doing some one-shots in the interim while I get artwork finished and stuff. And then on Wednesdays, Encounter Roleplay, 1 to 4. It's where you want to be. It's like the bestest Call of Cthulhu tabletop game in the history of ever. I love it. I'm obsessed. I'm literally counting down the hours until the next game. So hyped. Thursday, check out WebDM's channel for Land Between Two Rivers. Should be back this coming week, and I'm really happy for that. And then next Saturday, I'm gonna be at the Ren Fair, the Maryland Ren Fair. If anyone's at the Maryland Ren Fair, you should check out that. I may or may not be on Power Score RPG that night, depending on how late the Ren Fair goes.
Awesome. Fantastic. As for the channel, we will be live again on Tuesday with more of The League, Tomb of Annihilation, which is our Dungeons & Dragons Adventurers League Tomb of Annihilation game, where they're finally actually doing some dungeons to go with that game instead of just all hex crawl, which is what it was for like 14 episodes.
How long?
Yeah. There's a lot of
Hex Crawl and Dragons?
Yeah. Yep. Basically.
Hexes and Dragons.
Okay. But where we left off, they had just sort of solved one of the big puzzles for the mini dungeon they were in, and they were about to get into an arena fight with a bunch of animated statues. So I'm pretty excited to kick that off on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, I will be back myself on the channel, and all of my shows are at 5 p.m. Pacific, so it's nice and easy to remember. But on Wednesday, I will be back with more of the Banner Saga, which I will hopefully not rage quit. But if you like,
you will cry.
That's likely, yeah. If you like hearing me make funny voices, and do all that sort of stuff, you should absolutely come watch that. I also try to spend a lot of time talking about sort of the design of the game, where it's working, where I'm feeling some friction, that kind of stuff, which I like to do with all of the video games that I play here on the channel. And then on Saturday, so a week from today, also at 5 Pacific, we'll be back with the next episode of From Dust, which features Jess, Summer, and not on this show, Kiana and Adam. And that is our Dungeon World game that we play every 2 weeks. This show, unfortunately, is going to have to take some time off because in 2 weeks, I will not be here. I will be at Big Bad Con over in Walnut Creek, running play tests of my game that I am going to be kickstarting soon, TM, called Becoming, which is a sci-fi artificial intelligence game about discovering yourself. And yeah, we did some one-shots of or not a one-shot, but a couple sessions of the previous iteration of this game for Fun Shots, which Jolie was in. And yeah, I'm super excited to play it at a physical table with people, and I'm not stressed or anxious about it at all. So that's about everything. I think my links are all over the place. You can find them hopefully pretty easily. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to the players for, I know this was a much heavier, more dramatic episode than we usually do for this show. But I want to try out some new stuff, and I liked how it worked, and I like how fucking every episode, I love how I can set up a situation and then just sit there and watch you talk to each other. It's so good. It is one of my favorite things about this game, and playing with you in particular. So thank you all so much. Thank you to chat. But most importantly, have a wonderful rest of your night. Good night.